shut up.
That's
They're
true.
like,
Oh, we've gone live.
shoot him with a beanbag gun.
Now,
Bam.
now Tommy is muted, but this is an officially sanctioned redneck event coming to you
Hey,
live
look,
from
y'all are live.
two people in North Carolina and one in South Carolina, and we are wet.
We are wet.
Me too.
Yes.
Actually, out here in
Terrible.
Utah, it's been raining all day too.
I'll be back in a minute, y'all.
Okay, in Utah as well, Flint?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
This is nuts. Oh, we got Roger B again. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. And Peachy is having internet trouble. Oop, and just when I said that, Peachy dropped out. And just for our viewers to know, Tommy has 6 children in his home, and Logan has grown up. And I suspect it is very, very loud there because they're toddlers. Not Logan, but the others.
I don't know, man. He was calling Logan a toddler the other night.
Oh, that's not right. And we've got bands of rain. This is going to go on for 3 hours in my area. So they're calling it a train. It's a long train that'll go on for 3 hours of just these storm systems come in. Joel's had rain for 10 days in central North Carolina.
It's been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even get the yak out.
Oh.
That's terrible. When you can't yak,
Oh.
there's a problem. You get like that little, you start like shaking.
Yeah. I got a paddle. I need to hold a bending branch oar, man.
That's right. You got to get out there with the bending branch, paddle, and like just be out there. Nobody bothering you.
Yep.
Which I've been under the weather here lately, but in the morning I think I'm gonna go out for a little while. Even though I'm sick, I'm just gonna go just because I have to.
Yes.
The water calls me. I gotta go.
I used to garden for therapy, like going to a psychiatrist but not having to take meds, you know. And now I garden and I yak. And we're planning on going Monday or Tuesday because after all this torrential rain, can you imagine what is out there? It is going to be epic.
Oh my God. You're gonna have such big redfish out there in your backyard.
Oh Lord. Mm-hmm.
God. I can imagine.
Yeah.
You bound to see. You have to like look out your back deck and see mullet and shrimp jumping.
Oh.
And be going crazy like there's something chasing them. Snook.
What's awesome is when the tide's coming in and I go put my little minnow trap out there. I used to cast net, but it gave me a frozen shoulder. It turns out there are things at age 58 you should not do for 2.5 years or it causes injury. So now I have to use a minnow trap. And first those little mud minnows come in. And then right now it's shrimping time. They're getting bigger, like if I were to throw a cast net, but I get them in my minnow trap now. They'll be basically medium, not a large medium, but they're almost getting big enough to keep a bunch of them and just fish with. And then the big mullet run comes in because my creek's only like 4 feet wide.
Those little, dang, what does lunker dog call it down in Florida? Those
Pinfish.
the lunker mullets, hog legs.
Oh, this like the size of your thumb?
Yeah, no, they're like, he fishes with mullets that are like 12 inches long or more.
What's he fishing for?
Tarpon in Tampa Bay.
Okay, I'm just trying to catch like redfish, spotted sea trout.
No, he's catching big damn tarpon down there in the river going through Tampa Bay.
Oh yeah, but he's using a big hook. See, I've had big fish come by the side of my yak and go, in the name of God, don't let me catch that. Okay, because I'm already fighting the tide right now. I do not want to catch that.
You know what? I don't care. It can hook me and pull my ass out to the ocean. I'll try to paddle back. If I can't, I got a whistle. I'll go. I'll blow my whistle.
Listen, there's nobody to come here if I'm out there. If I'm with my husband, I don't mind. When I'm out there by myself and I got drug and I ended up way out in St. Pierre's Creek, and it has a tide from hell in it. And I was like, screw it. I had to cut my line because I wouldn't have found my way back because I'd ended up in the South Edisto River. I don't have a smartphone with GPS, you know what I mean? And I'm the only one out there. Nobody in here. I'm the only one in the tidal creek. You know, what I figured out here was there was a time where these men had really good paying jobs, so they lived in a city, right? And the kids went to private school and the wives were in the junior league. Well, once these men retired, it's their turn. Because I went to one of the wine parties they have once a month in my little neighborhood, and I asked, oh, do you like to fish? It's all women. No. Do you like to kayak? Oh, hell no. And they're all kind of chubby. And I realized the men finally got their turn, right, to live where they want to live. And the women are not happy, so they drink a lot. But I'm the only one out there fishing. I'm the only one with a bunch of crab pots out. I mean, I got it going on here. It's wonderful. You know, it's all mine.
Hello,
Hey, it's
What?
Tommy's youngin'.
Is it Logan or Doodles? Oh, it's Doodles. Hey, Magnus.
Sup?
Where are you? Are you in the tiny house with the children?
No, I'm in my bedroom.
Oh, you are so wise. Can you hear the noise from the tiny house in there?
Nope, I can't hear anything.
Good. Jen is here. She stopped by to say hello. Hey, girls like guns too.
Hey, Jim.
And just for everybody to know, a lot of you are subscribers to Pop's, P-O-P-S, Quest. He's just put up a video on flooding as well in South Carolina. So I want to see his video tonight before I go to bed.
It's on my watch later. I just barely put it on there before I started the chat.
Excellent. You know, I couldn't find the watch later once they changed YouTube. You have to open the video, right, and then click up there and find it?
No, I can still do it on the side. Like,
Okay, good.
Are you using a computer to
Yeah.
look,
Mm-hmm.
not using a phone? Then just
Yeah.
hover over the thing, hover over any video, and it'll open up the little button. It's still
Excellent.
there.
Okay,
The
good.
little
Because
clock button or whatever.
Yeah, it is like a clock. Because what was happening,
Yeah.
I'd open it up and I'd miss the clock button, and then it was like it made it look like I had watched the video. I'm like, no, I was trying to save it.
Yeah. No, it's just in that bottom right corner.
Okay, thank you. Good.
Hover over it until that comes up, and then click that.
Because it used to always be there, and it made it easy for elderly people like myself. I was like, why they got to make changes? I can't adjust.
Right.
Oh, you ain't
Yeah.
that old now, Toast.
I know, but I tell you what, the average age here is 70, so on this island, I'm a youngin'.
So you're
You know.
you're a youngin'.
Yeah, I'm one of the youngest women on the island. There's a lady who moved in, and she was looking at the lot next door, and thank God she didn't buy it because it's got a foot of water in it. I mean, all the way to where basically the front of my house. And they had been here for 3 days, and she said, I'm so excited to be here. We've eaten at a restaurant 3 times a day, and I think I'm the youngest woman here. I said, how old are you? She said, 58. I said, you and me. It's just us. This is an island. It's called where elephants come to die. The average age is 70.
Where the elephants come to die.
Yeah,
That's
that's why.
classic. That's classic.
Isn't that terrible? That's why there's nobody in the tidal creek in a kayak but me. Okay, they're like they can't paddle a kayak because I have to fight the tide. When the tide's coming in, I have to go out. So you know it's not that easy. Hey, Southern Style. Should have brought a bigger boat. Famous last words.
It's fun paddling them tides. It's like, God, ain't nothing.
But you know what? Unlike a bayou that has, all the tree branches hanging and you can get some shade, when it's like 96 degrees and you've been out, because you want to stay 3 hours, then, because the tide's still coming in, you can ride it back, just paddle on the curves. you are now the advantage of not having trees is you don't have water moccasins, opossums, and every God knows what everything dropping in your boat, right? But you are roasting. You know how hot your kayak gets when it's
Oh
damn
yeah.
things. Yeah, and it's like, oh my God. So if I wouldn't want to have to fight the tide back to my dock, if that makes sense. Just kind of ride that tide. But if you stay too long, like I did when I first moved here to figure it out, then you're fighting it. And at that 3 hour mark, it is strong as it's gonna be. You're like paddling, and you're like, "Am I moving?"
Well, that's why I put my legs outside of mine a lot. Then I like
Hmm.
kick them back in, so it keeps the
Yes.
kayak edges cool.
Yes.
So I just like sit spread eagle. Then like sometimes when I watch my video, I'm like, good God, I'm glad it wasn't hanging out.
See, I don't paint my toenails because I'll do the same thing. I'll kick off my little water shoes, and if you have your toenails painted, all the little shrimp and everything comes up nibbling. Or I had a
They'll
crab.
suck on your
Uh-huh.
toes.
Yeah, so I can tell the sign of a non-water person here is we go to lunch with a couple ladies, and they have cute little sandals on, these perfectly little manicured toes. I'm thinking, yep, she ain't in the ocean, and she ain't hanging them things out her yak. She is not fishing. I had a crab grab me at least 5.5 inches point to point, and I had to get 3 stitches in my little toe. And after that, I was like, that could have been my nail polish, you know?
Yeah. See,
So I just,
I would have asked them young ladies, do you ever get in the water? When they said no, I'd been like, I can tell because you have French manicure.
yeah, well, and the full makeup, is a giveaway because I cannot wear makeup or it would just end up in my bra. The only thing that sweats on me is my head, and it is like a hose opened up on my head and just pours down. I have to have a bandana, one around my neck, everything.
You ever
Hey,
wear one of those little face masks?
no, what do you call that of that light fabric? A scuttle? No, what's it
I'm not
called?
sure what they call it, but a lot of people wear it on YouTube out there.
And I think it's because they got bugs, right? Like no-see-ums.
Well, that and they want to keep it keeps the UVA rays off your face.
Oh, oh, they're trying to remain attractive. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just wear a hat. You know what I mean, with like a neck thing on the back. But no, I don't, because I'm so warm that I would probably, as I breathe, frost up my glasses. You know what I mean? You can't catch nothing if you can't see your business pulling down, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I think those things are breathable though.
Yeah, there's a word for it. It's a real thin fabric. My husband needs one because the no-see-ums are a magnet to him.
Neoprene?
No, it's a
Like a,
mask. It's like when you have it pulled down, it looks like you got a kerchief hanging
yeah.
around your neck.
Hmm.
Then you can pull it up under your nose and stuff.
Y'all
And
talking
even,
like things you put around your neck when you're going fishing?
yes.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't know. I got one.
Well, it's called a skull or something. I'm gonna have to look it up now because that's not what it. And you
Well,
can
damn, if you have one, look on it, see what they call it.
you can pull it up to the back of your head, and it keeps the back of your neck cool. Now I gotta Google it. God, hold on. It's gonna make me now. I guess I'm gonna have to do like kayak neckerchief. What do you search?
Dang, I'm
Fishing
sorry. I'm
neckerchief.
sorry I brought this up.
No, it's a good subject because I think about it.
It's a safety thing.
It's a neckerchief, a buff headwear, fishing buff, unisex fishnet, fishing buff. There's another
I
word
think
for it.
they
Why
call
can't?
it buff. I think yeah, they call it buff.
Well, they call it a buff like on Survivor, but somebody in the chat room ought to know. Jen, can you not find out?
She's in Illinois. She don't
Yeah,
fish. She
gosh
don't know.
dang it, Jen.
I know. She's the smartest chick we know, man. But it starts with an S, I think.
Well, I think she's smart because she said she was like lived in Illinois to stay above the floodplains of the coast. She mentioned that on your Facebook
Yeah,
post
see, Frank
about
got
the flood.
a, A baklava. A baklava. I can't.
Bacala.
Balaclava.
Somebody
God.
read what Frank wrote.
It's
'Cause he got.
baklava.
Did he write balaclava?
Yes. Baklava? Balaclava?
Baklava.
Look it up, Flint.
I just said it. Baklava.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's got to be a simpler name than that. Like, wind mask.
Yeah,
Okay.
a bus.
Southern style made it easier. He calls it a sissy scarf.
Oh my God. Southern style. It ain't a sissy scarf.
Thank you, Frank, for trying to help the slow Southern people up here.
Come here.
What's Gilbert doing?
He's like watching my daughter. Come here. See if my daughter can like come in here. Put the earmuffs on.
Your
Tell
mom's.
people say hey. Come here and look. Say hey. Be
Hey.
more energetic. Say
I'm
hey.
watching a movie. What do you want me to say?
I want you to
What
say
movie
hey
you
mouse
watching?
toes.
Huh?
Say hey mouse toes. Say hey Flip.
Hi, Flint. Hi, Mouse Toes.
Hey, what movie are you watching?
Aloft.
Is it good?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
But-
Is it scary?
No, not really.
Is it a chick flick?
No, it's about a girl who gets murdered in a loft that a bunch of guys share to take their mistresses to.
Awesome. Okay, I love mutilation. There has to be killing and stuff in a
Right?
mystery.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna get back to my movie. Y'all enjoy.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Wonderful meeting you.
Get a beer.
Get you a beer?
Yeah. Get me a beer.
Yeah.
A good daughter would get a beer.
She's
When I have a daughter,
she's
I'm going to
getting
be
that
trying to
beer.
get a beer.
Put ice in this glass for me. In case I want some crown apple. Oh, Lord.
All right, Joel.
All
Why
right,
aren't you watching the movie?
Darn it.
Yeah, why aren't you watching your movie?
Because I'm on this chat with you guys.
Yeah, because
Well, that
we
was
hadn't
the first
seen him in.
mistake.
I know. I
Flint.
haven't been on
Flint.
a chat in forever, so I'm like, I got to be here.
We have not seen him in like 6 chats, Flint.
You missed the chat or the part of the chat while we were off air, and I put him under trial and found out where he's been and if we could let him back in. But I said we could, but I don't know. You know.
Okay.
Man, Flint put me under fire, too.
I'm glad because we missed you really, and he does need to be more responsible with his attendance, Flint. You're
Right.
quite correct.
I agree 100%. I've
We
been
don't mean to
slack.
judge, Joel.
No, I agree. I've
But
been
we've been
slack.
concerned with no
Mhm.
updates.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet. Now, also, I'd like to point out that Flint has not exactly been an every Saturday kind of guy.
Oh, really, Flint?
And
Yeah.
I'm missing next Saturday.
Hmm.
My
See?
anniversary. I'll be in Colorado.
Okay. Well, you're being cheeky with it, so that's understandable. But at least he gives us a story, Joel.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
just
Yeah,
disappear, and I know you're alive because you post videos.
But Flint could, like, pop in from, his little escapade.
No,
I'll be
that's
in
an
the
anniversary.
Colorado Avalanche game.
No, basically, I've just been working a lot, and I ain't been able to stay up this late.
Yep. For me, it got towards the end of summer where you're finishing with the garden, trying to get in it. I'm also like at 11:45 in bed. Yeah, and it was so darn hot. I mean, we went from the heat to, this little rainstorm, but there was not we didn't get even now it's still warm, And the heat just takes it out of you too. When you're working hard and have limited time, you're like, oh my God, I can't stay up till 10:30. It's ridiculous.
Well, here's kind of the cool thing up here where I'm at with all the rain. The temperature has dropped. It's like cool. So it's kind of cold. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get my kayaks out in the cold water.
Right? You need good water repellent gear. Now, please notice what Fuzzfork just said. Old fishermen never die. They just smell that way.
Well, I may smell that way, my friends.
Listen, we had them plumb for an outside shower for hot and cold water, and then my husband built this. Hey, PJ, built this awesome little concrete pad and enclosure, so you just come in and let the pluff mud and the marsh funk roll out because your deodorant makes it, but you get this moldy smell, where your shirt got wet from sweat, then it dried out in the sun, and you smell like bait. And it's a wonderful crustiness that you can tolerate in the yak, but when you get out, all you want to do is hit the shower after you wash off all your gear.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad. PJ, can you hear me? PJ, hello.
What was that?
Sign language for mom's elair.
She's sitting there looking like,
H-I, hi.
Mom Slayer. Can you hear
Moms?
us? Like,
She's
hey,
just concerned that I'm
Mom
painting a miniature
Slayer.
coffin. So she just doesn't know what to say about it.
Okay, on 3, let's all say moms. 1,
Okay, hello,
2.
I got you now.
Okay,
Moms. Oh,
there we
didn't
are.
get it. Damn, I was on it when you said 3. Nobody
Yeah,
else followed.
we were right. Well, I didn't say 3 yet. I said 1, and then moms heard us.
Well, I was like anticipating 3.
Okay, see, I was ready too. I was going to moms, and then you came. I loved your videos, moms.
Then she broke through. It's like
Thank
she
you.
messed it up.
Thank you.
All right, moms, you have to be quiet again. So we did 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
Moms.
Oh, that
You
was
were late, Joel.
beautiful.
You're fired.
That was a
You're
tune and
fired.
everything.
That was a little harmonizing, wasn't it? We may have a
I'm
group
telling
here.
you.
Your videos from that town of the Burning Mine are amazing. Your
Thank
music
you.
choice, your editing, awesome.
It did leave me with one question.
Thank you. Yes, sir. What?
Flint's been hard tonight, so be prepared.
Yeah, are you ready for it? Why aren't you putting out more videos? You have like. I
don't want
thoroughly
to
enjoyed them
troll.
all.
I don't want to troll. But I'm going to start because I watched Southpaw. What's her channel name? Dawn.
South
I watch her and I think,
Bushcraft
I can do that. Yeah.
with Jesse.
Yeah. She kind of inspired me to make more videos. So
Oh,
I'm going to start.
not
Whatever
us.
it takes.
Yeah. Flint, you have not inspired her. I have not inspired her. And Joel, you did nothing for her.
Well,
What would help is if I put out that video of the horse.
yeah.
There you go. I'm still waiting on that.
I know. It's uploading. But it's going to take like a year and a half or something.
Oh, is it a Lady Godiva kind of shot? Because that's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah, that's the one. Slow motion over the hill.
Oh, that's right, shirtless. Oh, God, I forgot. Oh, y'all are terrible. Well, you
Year
did.
and a half.
Yeah, it's uploading, but it'll be a while.
Man.
There was
It's
snow
about,
up there today.
I don't know if I can wait a year and a half.
Joel. The anticipation of it.
I mean, I'm old and shit. I need stuff now.
I
can't
could
wait.
be dead. I could be dead when that happens.
So could I, technically. We don't know.
Well, you don't know, but I'm old.
Well, you know what's cool? Is it's never too late to start, moms, and your first videos were outstanding because making videos is freaking hard. editing the things. How about when you think you've got your camera on and it turns itself off, and you're like, well, that all went wrong. I have a countertop tripod, all kind
I had beautiful shots of an elk that I could have reached out and touched, and it just kept eating acorns and doing circles around the tree. And I thought I was filming, but when I put the camera down, that's when I turned it on.
You see?
It killed me not to have that footage because it was so right up in your face.
Mm-hmm. Or you get an epic thing, and what happens in a couple seconds is memory card full, and you're like, oh, hey, Mr. Tolly.
Hey, Mr. Tolly.
Howdy.
What's up? Had family up last week, so I didn't come on.
We missed you.
Just
I
painting
hope
up
so.
a mini
You're supposed to
coffin.
miss me. You know? Just
Mom?
gotta do what we gotta do.
Moms, are you reading the external?
Where did Moms go?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see where people are complimenting the video?
I will be in a minute.
Okay, she's getting there. Mom's made her first videos, Mr. Tolly, on going to Centralia, you know, the town that's on with the mines on fire.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah.
I've been watching too many videos. Yeah, we're working. Kids just all left, so.
I did one at a fish nursery that my husband and I used to belong to whenever we first got married. I haven't been up there in years. And I got up there and I was just so enamored with how big these fish were, I couldn't speak. You know, I was speaking, but it was just, oh my God, what do I look at? You know, it was huge.
I have to watch that one. I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, I had a hard time
just me, or
filming it
was
because
Mom's?
it's all fenced in.
Here we go. I gotta figure out what's going on with my stupid ass computer.
We have a lag, I think, because I've got such bad weather. It's sort of like when Jerry Pruitt's on. It sounds like we're talking over each other, but we don't mean to. Right. It's that lag's putting us over each other.
Yeah. How wet have you been getting there, Mouse?
Oh, my Lord. We've got, we've got
that
3
bad,
hours. Huh? Oh, yeah, it's bad. I put a video up of it. But we have 3 hours of it. We've already had 9 inches. So we've got 3 hours, well, 2 hours now left of really heavy rain coming out off the water just to us, right over us.
But you can catch redfish off your deck.
I sure could. Yeah, all the little mud minnows are out there, and then the egrets come and the herons, but it's raining so darn hard that I was lucky to get the video I got, because it's raining too heavy to even be under an umbrella. You know? So thankfully the herons and the egrets come and pick all those up, because otherwise I thought, Lord, I'll be raking for days in my backyard. Smell like dead minnows. You know, it'd be horrible.
They free bait.
Well, yeah, but I'd have to be out there. I went out the first day when we just had the super moon tide without the rainstorms, and I was scooping them up, and then I roll them up in wax paper, and I freeze them for fishing with in the winter, but I freeze them alive, and I feel bad for them. But I was like, damn, how much bait can I have to get through the winter, you know?
He'll sell it.
How big is your freezer?
Right, exactly. Yeah, because I got a little food. We got like one whole side of our regular, you know, you got the 2 doors at the top refrigerator. We got one side that's just our crab and fish baited, because otherwise you could pretty much catch your live bait, you know. But if you just want to go fish off the dock without getting totally disgusting, you just grab, you know, a little bag out of the freezer with a bunch of mud mummies in it and crab pieces. My God, redfish go crazy for pieces of crab.
Microwave them and dip them in ranch and have you a snack.
Ew, that's like rotten sardine. Everyone, please make a note not to enjoy any dip at Joel's, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, Frank
I
was
have a little
nuts.
pond.
In your yard, PJ?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. I have this little pond, and the first year we put it in, I got koi and put them in there. Well, the herrings came, and instead of eating them, they pecked them. I had all these fish with holes in them. It would kill them. So the next year, we just got little goldfish and threw them in there. And they still come and peck them, but, I don't care. They're like 25-cent goldfish. Yeah.
I
Well, I don't
love
know
it.
why they do that. They don't eat them. They just play with them.
Oh my gosh. Frank said he tried kayaks once. He's master of the half Eskimo roll.
The half Eskimo roll?
Yeah.
So basically, he can like roll over and sink.
Yes, he's
He can
stuck
roll
halfway.
over and drown himself, yeah. Yep, roll over and drown.
Yes. Good night, Roger B. And moms, you didn't talk over me. We've got that weird lag happening where we say it and then the words come and then you don't hear anybody talking, but it's just like crazy.
It's kind of like bad video. When
This,
people like record what they're saying and they try to put it in the video, it's like the sound comes.
yes. This is exactly what it was like talking to my husband for 2.5 years when he was in Baghdad. It would like go over each other. And I was like, how do we have this conference? We had such a lag that I'd like hear him. I don't know even how to say it. I'd hear him stop talking, then I'd start talking, then the rest of the sentence came. So we'd have to be quiet for a minute, and then we'd tap the phone. 2 was it's my turn. 1 was it was his turn. And then we'd have to wait. It was so weird, but sometimes you'd get all excited and talk.
Be like, hey,
Oh
how
my
you
God.
doing?
Yes. We have homeless guy with Wi-Fi. Yep. Yep. Oh God, he's only got enough money for a bottle of Boone's Farm. The hangover that and Mad Dog 2020 causes, the ends of your hair and your fingernails hurt the next day. Oh my God, Boone's Farm, strawberry wine.
Well, I ain't got
Ew.
no hair, so it'd be like the nerve endings at the end of my scalp would be like
Yes.
crawling. It'd be like ants and bugs crawling on my head.
Yes, it'd be like having rickets. Fuzz Fork says get some hot dumpster food and stay and eat. Oh, of course, I'm watching the Weather Channel on mute. And they try to put up a commercial of a person who has gas. And in this case is a woman, and she's standing there, and I don't know what product it's for. And she's kind of standing looking weird and puts her hands over her stomach like, ooh, I have gas. That is not the face I make when I have gas. Because I have cabin fever. And when it was going to start raining, I decided to make my Hormel chili in a can. I take a pie plate and I fill the bottom with cream cheese, and then I pour Hormel chili sauce over it. And then I put grated cheese on the top, and then you microwave it and get it hot. Oh my God. It's like picking your pipe at a chemical plant, right? So my husband comes in, he goes, oh, are you going to eat that with Fritos? And I said, yeah, for days while it rains. He goes, oh, that's not a good idea. Because we'll be trapped in the house, right? So when I'm looking at the commercial of that woman, I'm thinking, when you get a crippling gas pain, you don't like turn your head to the side, place your hands over your abdomen. I mean, my knee jerks up to my head. And it's like, oh my gosh, right? Because it's terrible. So I don't know why they don't use real life situations in these things.
Well, they use crisis actors.
And we're like, you can find any southerner who's got gas. And we'll yell, pull my finger right. And I mean, damn, it'll be like real pain.
Well,
And
they
I like
don't
the
just rub their belly. A southerner always cocks their leg and just let it rip.
because
And they look around, it's like, I saw that.
Okay, that's because when you pull your knee to your chest, it gives just the right amount of pressure for the expellation of the pain-causing explosion.
My
You know?
daughter, we'll go to Walmart. We'll be walking. And it's like, I'll feel a gas pain coming. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to let it go, right? I'll be like, she's like,
Never hold it in. Never hold it in.
I don't. She'll try to take off, and people are looking. I'm like, Jesse, why'd you do that?
Oh my God,
And she'll run up the aisle.
Diane. Ooh, how about when you walk, you gotta come around the curve, and dare the aisle, and it's always a woman, and she's cut one right there. And the minute you come around, she looks at you and you go, oh, right? Because at least go to the center of the aisle, where as you approached it, you think it could have been anybody. But when they're right there and it's green and it's hanging right over the cornflakes, you know it's them. You know it's them.
See, here's what I like. You're in the meat section, like trying to find the best meat you're gonna buy. Then you feel that pain. It's like you hold it in, but then it's like it just kind of oozes out. You feel bubbles run down your leg.
It's like you blew a bubble gum. You blew a bubble gum. Yes. And
But you walk away and you look back and they're looking at the meat section.
People are going, the meat's bad in this whole section. Oh my gosh. Oh.
My husband does that on purpose.
Oh, you see? There was this.
We used to call them Klingons.
Oh, God, yes. And you have to, flap your pants because it won't leave.
You can shake your leg and it'd be like, damn, go away, go away.
There was this really good-looking young guy, and he was in produce, and he didn't realize I rolled up behind him. And he was by the pineapples, and he cut one loose, and he went, oh, yeah. He did not know I was behind him. So I bumped him with my basket. I said, I don't think that was a fart, young man. He turned around, mortified, and flew to the bathroom. Flew like he thought he just pooped his little khaki pants. He never came back for his basket because I loitered in produce about 10 minutes. He just didn't come back. He didn't have much.
I think you shorted yourself.
I don't think that was a fart, young man. Oh, he was mortified. Madison, I was here.
God,
I'll
have to remember that one, Mouse, because that's just too good.
Oh, yeah, it makes people mortified. When women get older, I haven't had this happen to me yet, but I have two girlfriends who go, don't say anything when it happens. They're in their late 60s, and it's not just if they stand up to get off the sofa. It's we'll be standing around like my husband will be there. We'll be chatting up the manager at the grocery, and out of nowhere they go, and you're supposed to act it didn't happen.
God, Mouse, you did it like it was a wet shard.
No, I don't do it. I get
the way you said it was like they wet shard themselves.
No, it's just it's like little BBs, and I can't handle it, and I just have to walk off, snorting, laughing, and I leave them hanging, and they get mad. It's funny if somebody gets up off the sofa, but you're just standing in a circle and they're just tooting little BBs. It tickles me, I know it. And then they get mad at me.
Well, you know, at a certain age, you just don't care anymore.
Oh no, they
you
care.
You just gotta let it go.
Tom. They care though, because they don't smell. It's like they're just letting go of old lady air pockets or something. It has no smell to it. But it's clearly they're farting, and I can't act like it's not happening. because so they get mad. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll still think it's funny when I do it, when I get that old, I hope. And of course, I'll go, I hope that was a fart. And then everybody will be mortified.
or you say something like, well, that'll itch when it dries.
Ohio says don't even talk about bending over to put his shoes on whenever he gets up in the morning.
Look, I'll be shopping in Walmart, and I'll feel like gas paint come on. And I'm trying to find an aisle that nobody's in. That's like, which is hard to in Walmart.
Yes.
But I'll find that one. I'll be like, oh God, yes. I'm like getting relaxed. I'm like, I just gotta let it go so I can move on. And I start letting it go, and somebody walks around the corner, and I'm like, and I'll just shake my leg and walk on.
Oh my God. Always go to the middle of the aisle, never just around.
I was in the middle of the aisle.
Okay,
They were
good.
coming from both ends. I was trapped.
Ooh.
I had to go.
Fart.
It's like,
Have you
I'm
seen
like,
that little Pepto-Bismol helicopter commercial where Pepto-Bismol, first, if I'm nauseated or whatever, and I see Pepto-Bismol, I will vomit. Who wants to eat something pink, drink something pink, when you're like, tastes like tin in your mouth? I'm like, so that little helicopter freaks me out. I'm not a Pepto-Bismol person. I don't need anything. Just let it go. Take a Tums and move on. Right? And if nothing else, you lay on the floor with your knees to your chest, It's bad.
that's hard to do in Walmart, though.
I know. Listen, the people of Walmart, that website, I watch that and I just weep. I mean, you could do it, but the floor is so damn dirty. I don't know what year they left. Probably right after they built it. They mopped that damn floor. Do you know what's grossest to me when we came back from Spain and I went to my first super Walmart? You can get a car battery, a package of Fruit of the Loom panties, some socks, and some chicken. So you go up to the checkout. It had that little black conveyor belt. Now, do I want to set my package of Fruit of the Loom britches in the milk stain, the fish guts? Ew. So I'm like, I was handing my stuff one at a time because that belt was funkophonic, right? I did not want to put my stuff on the conveyor belt because everything else had been up on that counter. I don't like it. Ooh, Ohio said if he puts his knees to his chest, you're going to get more than a fart. Oh, have you ever seen people like women in tight little brown pants, like khaki pants or sweatpants, and their pants are in their crack, and they got like a little stain? And it's like, oh my God, don't wear light colored pants if you're a squirter. I mean, what are you thinking? Does nobody tell them anything? Tell them that it's there?
Look, I saw this lady today. Well, I guess she's a lady.
You can't tell.
I went to the grocery store to get stuff to fix the chicken stew. And it's cold up here. It's rainy and cold. And she was in not like short shorts, but like knee shorts. Had a tank top on and a top under. I'm thinking she's like walking. I'm like, she's got to be cold as hell. I'm in a sweatshirt with a hood and long pants, and I don't wear long pants. I wear shorts and flops. It's cold. If I'm wearing that stuff, I'm like, it's cold. I'm like, what the hell is she doing? And she just rolled into the damn grocery store and like, whatever.
Y'all hear me say that we had snow flurries today?
No.
I woke up, it was 42 degrees this morning when I got up.
Oh my God!
It was only 36 here this morning when I got up, but we didn't have no snow flurries.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. That's my favorite time of the year.
Mine
Ew.
too.
Get out
Me
of
too. I
here.
love it.
I don't even look
Yeah.
good in that crap, much less with a snow shovel.
You don't run around with a snow shovel. You
You
hire
don't?
someone. You
Oh,
hire the neighbor kid to do it for you.
and hope the
Don't you
FBI
know
or
that?
IRS don't find out. I don't blame you. Ooh, Swansea Searcher, are you coming in here or not on the panel? If Swansea Searcher said egg salad sandwich plus beer equals Walmart fun. Egg salad.
Yes, it does.
I
I
give you
make
that.
I make the best egg salad, but as God is my witness, I can't make it if I'm having company. And people go, "Oh, make us egg salad when we come this weekend." Oh no, I fart all night long, and I wake my husband up. He'll be fanning the comforter and stuff. And he'll go, "You know that damn egg salad," and it
See,
hangs in the room for like 2 hours after I get up.
Mouse, I can vision you laughing and farting the whole time. It'd be like, and you're sitting there laughing and starting.
My husband can like breathe air and fart, but if I know I've woke him up before doing it, and when he does, I hold the sheet up and go, and he goes, "Oh my God!" He'll get up and leave the room. Yet he farts everywhere. It's like, oh my God! But egg salad is the most. It's like a chicken died in you or something. It's just unimaginable, but it's so good.
How did this become the fart chat?
I don't
You know
know
what's
who's
even worse than your spouse farting all night?
what.
When your dog starts doing it.
Oh
Oh
my
God.
God.
I got musical dogs. One lays on each side of the bed at night, and they will sit there and snore and fart all frickin' night.
No. Oh my
Yep.
God. And dog farts are bad.
Oh, they're horrible.
So yeah, one snoring. Had a friend who had a blue
No, they
cow
both
that
snore.
both on
Oh,
each side. Oh
it's horrible.
God, you have stereo
Yeah,
sound on
one's
the
on each
side
side
of
of
your
the
bed.
bed doing it. It's terrible. It's horrible. I go
Oh,
and sleep in the other room, and the damn things follow me.
oh my gosh.
I know. It's terrible. But I love my dogs, so.
Flint,
You
are you
gotta
out
love
here?
them.
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you doing your secretarial duties like sending Swansea Searcher a link in Madison, Iowa?
I've been painting a mini coffin. If you need something done, just ask.
Okay, will you please take care of that?
Will do.
And Jerry
What?
Prue, a mini coffin.
Miniature coffin.
Well, you have to show us now, Flint.
Okay.
I'm working on a holster, see?
Oh
So
yeah,
here's my mini coffin. It's going to be a
awesome.
little box.
Cool.
Now, I'm going to attempt not to get paint on my new knife. It might be dangerous. But I'm making it a little box because it's a collectible knife I don't really want to carry. So it's a Spyderco Tenacious that's been tuxedoed out
Oh
by Nut and Fancy. I don't know if you guys know who he is.
Oh yeah.
yes.
600,000 YouTube subs or whatever he's up to now. I went and did a meet and greet with him because he lives right, an hour north of me. So I made it
Oh,
this
yeah.
little skull lanyard. I'm gonna put it in this coffin and make it look really sweet. It's gonna just be a display piece. But this is a number one. So this is the first one that he ever made, or his son makes them, but this is the first one. So I
That
figure
is
it's one I'll want to keep
That's cool.
pretty pristine for a while.
brilliant idea. What a way to display it. And a number one. That's incredible.
Right. It made me think of a skeleton, and it's Halloween, and I found a little mini wooden coffin. Going for it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Flint.
Yes, sir.
How was it meeting Nut and Fancy? Because I found him on YouTube when I watched him. That's one of my first YouTube
Right.
people I watched. And he seemed so cool and genuine.
He's a dope guy, man. I tell you what, him and his kid, and then they did it at PFI's store,
Yeah.
Tac Dad or whatever, and I can't remember the main kid's name, but then like Late Boy Scout was there. They had Doc Tac Dad. They had Res for Life.
Wow.
Like all the big names were there. So I dropped him one of my bracelets. Maybe he'll watch my channel. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Well, that's cool though. He was cool though when you met him and shit.
Oh yeah, killer. He was so excited that I got the #1, and he signed it for me and everything with his engraver. So,
Awesome.
and then
Because
my
a lot of people have give him crap about like
right,
his 45-minute reviews and this and that, but I
but
enjoyed
he's
them.
telling you the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. I
No matter
loved
how
the
big
dude.
he's gotten, he never has taken a handout from a sponsor to get gear. He buys it himself. That's why he does these events, is to make some of his money back, Like he's selling some of his old gear and guns and stuff like that. He's really cool.
I love him to death. I think he's cool as hell.
Let me tell you a story that kind of just shows it. So we're standing there, and he's doing like the "Hey, welcome to the Nut and Fancy meetup" or whatever speech at the start, and overhead flies 3 F-16 jets or something like that. Big old jets, right? Really loud. They sound like they're right next to you. And he looks up and he's like, yay freedom, and everybody cheers and stuff. And then he tells us a story about one of his friends, because he's a veteran too and stuff,
Yeah.
And he was like telling us a story about how somebody out in Layton, because the Hill Air Force Base is just right there. They were, or it's not Hill, is it? Whatever air base is right there. I mean, they do training there all the time. A lady wrote into him once because they passed by her house one day and was like, you need to be more careful about waking people up. And he was telling a story about how his friend was the one that they let right back. And he's like, we were flying over the funeral of a guy that didn't come back from the war. His plane was shot down, So he's like, next time we'll try to fly quieter, but you don't know everything that's going on. So he basically shoved it in his face. He was literally in tears talking about that. So he's a genuine guy. You can just tell.
Cool. I love that dude. He's cool as hell.
Yeah, it was a really cool thing to meet him.
That's awesome. Everybody got quiet because it's nothing fancy.
Yeah, that's because I was reading Ohio. He wasn't there, so not all the big names were there. So you're right. And he said that if I send him something, he'll sign it, but I might not get it back, which is a fair trade,
Yeah.
The chance at an Ohio Wolverine signed thing, it's worth not getting it back.
Well, Ohio Wolverine, he's like a big time dude too. So
I know.
Yeah, he ought to be in this chat instead of like being out there like commenting.
Hey, Tolly.
I think everybody left. When you start talking about nothing fancy, everybody just kind of like
I heard you.
disappeared.
Nah, he's here. I knew he was going to unmute. Tell us a story.
A story?
Yeah.
What kind of story?
About your leather and the family that
Oh, my
is
leather.
behind the leather.
I don't know. I'm kind of prototyping this one for a full-size 1911. And once I get it the way I like it, I think it's going to Working Class Woodsman.
Well, there you go.
If I get it the way I like it.
That's
I did a little.
Damn fine, dude.
I don't know if you can see. Did a little texturing on the stiffener in the
love
front.
That. That's way cool.
Made a little extra large stiffener. So it's pretty cool. But
What
this
did you use to
leather
get
I
that
got
texture?
from Candy is just shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's horrible to work with.
That's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry.
Well, I called them and I had them pull it. I had them pull it instead of going up there. Well, I went up and picked
Right.
it up, but I knew I was short on time because I had to be somewhere else. I was on my way to my nephew's wedding. And so I had them pull it for me so I could just run in and grab it and go. And that's the last time I'll ever do that.
Right. Live and you
But
learn.
it should fit pretty nice.
Sweet.
That looks very
Looks
good.
Yeah, it does.
What are you using to texture that?
I got a whole little thing full of different stamps and
Oh,
stuff.
there you go.
And it's just I don't know what the hell it is. It's just got, probably never gonna see it, but it's just got some weird pattern to it.
Right. It's kind of just meant to rough it up a little bit.
Yeah, and you just get a little random with it. Don't put it all the same way and shit, and it looks pretty good.
Right.
Kind of surprised. But I got 2 more Mora sheets I'm working on too, and the inside of the leather is so freaking furry that I think I'm gonna have to give it a shave. I mean, like I'm gonna have to get a razor and shave it.
Right.
Because this is really, really bad. I've not had leather this bad on the inside in a long time.
They probably were like,
spots that look good.
They were probably thinking,
Yeah,
hey,
let's pawn
here's a
this
guy
shit
that
off.
doesn't know what he's doing, so let's just throw in this bad leather.
Yeah, I called them on race hell with them. They were not happy to hear from me.
Oh.
Just because I was an ass.
Oh, you wasn't an ass. You was just accurate.
Right.
The next time I walk in there, my side armor is not going to have a shirt covering it. I'll be toting that bitch in full open view.
Right on. Flint, Jerry Pruitt has not received a link either.
I'm
Ohio's
doing
asking
that
for one
right
too.
as we speak. I
What,
got
PJ?
Ohio, I got Jerry.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the matter, PJ?
Nothing. I was saying Ohio wanted the link too.
And you got Todd in here. Finally, Todd Mitch, my favorite voice.
How's it going, y'all?
Good. Hey, Todd.
Y'all doing all right?
Yep, I miss hearing that voice. We've missed you.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. Glad to hear from you.
Aren't you an Alabama fan?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Don't you ever cuss me like that.
Flint.
Hey,
No, I'm a Tennessee fan, man.
I'm just saying, whoever here is an Alabama fan, I just watched them destroy Georgia today, and it pissed me off.
Tennessee got beat by Arkansas today. So. They ain't doing very good over this way.
Todd's a Tennessee guy, ain't you, Todd?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go down there. They're having a rough year, so tickets should be cheap, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Why do you want to pay to watch Misery when you can watch it on TV, though? I'm just saying.
You're right about that, I guess.
I mean, they've been really good, and but then at the end, they just can't hold it.
You're right. We had Florida beat and blew in the fourth quarter. Had Oklahoma beat, blew that one in the fourth quarter too.
Yeah.
It sounds like the Vikings.
And the Saints.
Oh, my Cowboys play the Saints this week. Go Cowboys.
Go
Go
Redskins.
Go
Hey.
Redskins. When are y'all going to put RG3 back in?
We're not. And if I have anything to say about it, he'll never play in the NFL again.
Got some Roll Tide fans in the external for you, Flint.
Roll him right off a cliff.
I tell you what I'll say about Alabama. As long as I'm a SEC guy, so as long as they bring it home to the South, the national championship, that's okay.
They're not going to bring it home this year.
No, my Utes are. Yeah.
Yeah, Ohio State took it last year, didn't it?
Well, Ohio State looks pretty good right now, so.
I can't believe how shitty this leather is.
Oh man.
Well, you'll work your magic on it and you'll make it look really good.
I know. You know the problem is? It takes 3 freaking times longer to do anything because the leather is so crappy.
Oh,
I think they pulled this from the freaking bargain bin instead of the stuff I usually get.
is it a place you normally order from, Tolly?
I don't usually order. I usually go in and get. I usually go in and, take some time and go through stuff and pick out the hide that I want. Fortunately, I just got 2 single shoulders of it, so I don't have a lot of it. I mostly bought it for doing knife sheaths. This is a little lighter than what I use for holsters. But that stuff's really spendy.
I bet you.
Even when they have it on sale, it's, $175 for a side.
Oh.
I get a lot out of a side. I mean, I really lay my stuff out well, and I can get a lot of holsters out of a side.
Yeah, you have to really plan out your patterns, right? For
Yeah,
cost effectiveness. Yeah.
Yep. But, if somebody told me a long time ago, get the quality leather. He said, if you really think that you want to use cheap leather, you do a little, just get a small piece of a good quality leather, and get your cheap shit, and you make the same holster out of both. And you'll figure out real fast which one's easier to work with.
Yep.
So if you buy a good side of leather, good piece of leather, it's a lot easier to work with.
Because your time is valuable,
Right. So I've already spent 3 times longer on this holster than I should have. Can't get the edges to burnish worth of shit. I'm so pissed at this leather. It's just pissing me off.
That big a difference?
I should just stick it on a shelf and say to hell with it and go buy some more. But I ain't really got that kind of money.
Right.
I need to sell a couple of $150 holsters so I can.
Yeah.
So I can afford a little more leather.
Get some.
But nobody wants to spend that kind of money when you can go out and you can buy a Kydex holster for $35-40.
There's still people that want them.
Oh yeah, there is.
They're just hard to find.
They are. Jerry's got a couple of my holsters. You got one of my holsters.
Yep, that's true. But I got a screaming deal on it.
Yeah, he did. So did I.
There you go.
No complaints.
It's just nice having something that somebody literally handcrafted. In this case, you have internet connection, but the quality's always there. And it's like, I don't know, it's just groovy to have it,
Yeah. You need a holster, Mouse?
Do I what?
Do you need a holster?
I do not need a holster. No, but if I did, you would be my holster connection.
I need
nice
more.
To have connections like that.
More for an MP40.
If I can find someone that's got one, I can make one.
Say again what it is, Joel?
An MP40 Smith & Wesson. Full size.
The full size one? Oh.
Yeah.
My daughter's boyfriend, I think, has one.
Ooh.
His might be a 9, but I think they're the same.
Well, the 22 I got, the 22 caliber I got's an M&P too. It's the same as the 40 cal, frame
Is it?
size and all. Yeah.
It's got like a 5-inch barrel on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to. I think that's what he just bought. I don't know if he's even been out to shoot it.
Is he a
The
city
guns he ain't
boy?
shot yet. He is. Lives up in St. Paul with my daughter. But he's a redneck. I'll give him
Yay.
that. He
Okay.
just lives in the city. He's a redneck.
Nice.
That's
I was going to
cool.
say, rednecks will buy a gun and drive home shooting it out the window.
That's what signs are for.
Well, it's hard to do that in the city, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't see me.
It's hard to do that in the country nowadays, but
Hell, I do it all the time.
Hey, Mr. Tolley, Frank wants to know if you can make him a slingshot holster since he's in Massachusetts.
Well, I'd need a slingshot to make a mold for that.
So, do you have like a whole stack of patterns, Mr. Tolley? Like you said, you look for the one gun that you can make it from. Do you have a big stack of them?
I got a little file
nice.
box full of patterns.
Excellent.
I'm gonna dump them all on the freaking ground in a minute.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But that's only half the battle. I still need a gun to form around, and I've only got a couple of blue guns.
Which is just the shape, right?
Yeah, it's just I have one sitting here.
They're not cheap, are they?
No, they're about $50 a pop.
Dang, $50. Wow.
Yeah, and it's just a non-functioning replica.
Right. Oh my God, $50.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't cheap.
Mm-mm.
What do? You got to have them. But I've only got a couple of them because that's all I can afford so far. But the M&P is one that I want to get. I want to get the Shield because there seems to be a lot of those out there. But in 1911s, I have 1911s, so I just use my own gun for those.
To do it. Can people mail you their gun, or is that too risky now, going through different states?
I'm not an FFL, so that would be illegal.
God, that's what I was thinking, yeah, but it used to be. You certainly could, yeah.
And talk about receiving something and not returning it.
Well, you take that chance, but, you got to be knowing who you're dealing with.
Yeah, we know him on YouTube.
I think most rednecks are pretty honest folk.
Yeah, that's true.
A little weird, but honest.
Yeah, special instead of weird. I like to think we're special.
We're special.
Listen, we're built
special.
for fun. Yeah, we're built for fun, and we don't care.
That's right.
You live one time. Why just be so uptight and worried about what people think?
Just don't pay.
No. Just live and have some fun.
Over nothing.
Yep.
That's right. My wife is still having a hard time grasping that.
Oh,
I've been trying to burn the redneck into that woman as hard as I could, and it's just not working. 25 years, she still ain't got it. She's getting close.
Did you marry a classy broad?
No, you know what I married? I married a military brat.
Oh. But
I love my father-in-law. He's awesome. 23 years in the Marine Corps.
Yeah?
He rocks. My father-in-law's an awesome guy.
Nice.
My wife's just got to get that redneck going on. She's got to embrace her inner redneck.
Everyone has one.
Everyone has it. She's got it. She's got it in spades. She just don't want to embrace it.
She won't lose it.
Give her a roll of duct tape and make her fix something.
Oh my God, she loves her duct. She buys the flowery duct tape. She fixed one of her flower pots out in the yard with flower duct tape.
She's a redneck. She's a redneck then.
She's a redneck.
Boom.
I'm telling you, she's just got to really embrace it. She hasn't embraced it.
She don't understand it.
Oh, gosh.
Sometimes you just gotta, you gotta make that change in your life and just grab that redneck by the horns.
Do you remember the country song that was "Everybody's Got a Hillbilly Bone"?
Yeah.
It's a great song. That's what you gotta
love
let
it.
loose. Mm-hmm.
Trace Adkins.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that guy.
Yep.
Yeah, she won't listen to country yet. I ain't got her that far.
Wow.
But most of this new country ain't really country anyway.
No, you gotta go old school.
Yeah, get her some Alabama going every once in a while. Some of the old Alabama.
Yeah, close.
The Oak Ridge Boys, stuff like that. That's a little bit better anyway.
But she used duct tape though, so you got to be able to get her in there somehow.
I'm working on it. I've been working on it for 25 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Ohio has not gotten his link. He says you suck at sending links. Just saying.
You know what?
And
He
Jerry
sucks
hasn't gotten his
at
yet.
receiving links.
Oh, got called out by Flint.
Do you want one via YouTube, Ohio? Is that better?
That's what I send him.
Oh, send it to
I don't
his
have
page.
Facebook.
Well, you
Jerry
could send it to
Pruitt,
Facebook. Hey, Jerry, I'll send it to you on Facebook. Let me copy it. So I kind of suck at this. Oh, that's all I could do to have two windows. What
Yeah,
happened?
I can tell.
Guys.
Wait, it's going
Okay.
bad.
You're a lot
What's
better.
up, Jerry?
What's up, man?
What's up?
No, my external's muted. I thought it came on when the ad played.
And Ohio, did you check your spam? Because every link I send goes there. That's the question here.
Well, got his feathers ruffled.
Let me.
Every feather I have is ruffled. Here painting a coffin, minding my own business, and all of a sudden I'm getting called out. The hell?
By a bunch of rednecks, too.
Right.
I can't even spell his name. Lord.
Hey, Ohio, I send it again.
Where's Tommy at?
He's got 6 kids in his house. Remember, he's probably been duct taped to the floor.
Well, hell, he's got to get in his own chat sometime.
I know. But remember, it's Magnus's birthday tonight. Okay, Ohio, I sent it to your Facebook. If I did
I thought
it
you were
right.
sending it to Jerry's Facebook.
No, Jerry's in here.
Jerry's in there.
Hi, Jerry.
Flint, focus already. Lord have
Trying.
mercy.
I'm trying.
Surrounded by clowns.
Speak up, Jerry.
Flint, you're making kind of a crappy secretary tonight.
You know, that's fine.
I don't know how well my stuff's working, y'all. It's glitching pretty bad when I come in.
Well,
We can hear you.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
not good.
This time, it seems to be running all right.
We've all
I
got a
ain't gonna turn
lag.
my camera on tonight, y'all. I'm kind of confined to my bedroom right now. Fleas is about took over.
Ohio's in.
Yeah.
Where's he at? There he is. Ohio. Welcome, Ohio.
What's up? Hey, it was in the spam folder, like you said.
It always is. It always is.
Yeah, I had to find mine too. That's where mine was.
See,
I think
YouTube
that
just doesn't
Ohio
like
knew better than that.
It's been a while since I had to hunt for links for a chat, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to Mike DeLucia sending them, first class to me,
Oh, Mike
Oh,
DeLucia.
dear God. Maybe we should have taken out all the O's and it would have made it to you fast.
Faster.
Faster.
I get
You
them
would've got one
to
from
my
Boston.
bell and to my Facebook, and then he'll text me, "Are you doing anything, brother?" And
Hey, Scott, I come up with a brainstorm a minute ago when you was talking about all your different patterns and blue guns. You know, a 3D printer would probably be cheaper in the long run.
A 3D printer. Oh my lord.
I mean, one of them bad boys.
They start out at about $500-600.
Yeah.
Mm.
But look how many different style of guns out there, and he's paying, $50 for a blue gun.
Yeah.
A 3D printer, hell, he can start making AR uppers, all kinds of shit. Excuse my French.
I
Sorry
want to
about that.
go down tomorrow and start making fishing lures.
You got a 3D printer, brother. You can make just about anything you want.
You can do a little bit of everything.
Just go get with SSR knives and guns, and he'll just make them for you.
Hey, Jerry,
Yes, sir.
can you take a 3D printer and make an outlaw chick that'll be like your best friend forever?
If you got one of the big ones, you might.
I know you love those little posts I put up on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, they've been really hitting home here lately since I got hooked up with that other girl, but I'm putting her on run next time I catch up with her. I got all of her bills paid up.
Well, you better start getting some damn benefits from that.
It's past that point. I don't even really want it now.
Shit. Hell, if I didn't want it, I paid the bills up. I'm gonna have to tap it once or twice.
Joe, I probably wouldn't turn it down.
It's younger Jerry.
Jerry, you didn't hear me right. It ain't about turning it down. It's about I paid you bills for like 3 months. It's time to give it up.
I'm sorry, I was letting the dog in so she quit whining. I didn't hear you.
Well, that's probably what she's gonna do once you get your payback. She's gonna whine.
I was just scrolling through my Facebook and I come across one of my buddy's posts. He took a potato and shoved a damn like 223 round in it, right? Put it on a plate. Told his girlfriend he made loaded potatoes tonight for dinner.
How'd that go, Ohio?
Let me look at the comments and see if anyone said anything.
I hope it didn't explode in his face.
Okay, now
Can you imagine somebody sticking that in a microwave?
Right, yeah.
why would you boys pay a woman's bills who you're not married to?
I wouldn't.
For the punani.
Okay, you don't have to. You pay. Listen, you pay a wife's bills, but oh no. And wouldn't you have to get the punani first and then pay their bills? Y'all are doing this backwards.
Yeah. You gotta sniff them
Well,
up.
I got
and
these
taste
magic
it.
pills you put in their drinks. You don't have to pay for anything.
You see, exactly. And at y'all's age, there's enough women over 40 who are divorced who are just sitting in the bars waiting. I mean, it's pathetic. I call it the divorce aid patrol. You know, my friends who get a divorce are all, looking like hooches, wearing 80s makeup, and running
But
the
you know
bars.
what? 2:30 in the morning after a few beers, they don't look too bad.
Mm-mm. When I was
So saying the only difference between a dog and a fox is about 4 quick beers.
oh God.
And 2 shots.
When I was a bartender, I'd go, oh, Lord, here, because I didn't want them sitting at the bar because those girls don't tip because they're broke. And I go, oh, Lord, I got 3 2 a.m.ers, right, lining up because, you depended on tips. They were not the cute girls, a little bit chubby, and they were the ones left over. We closed at 2 a.m. So the poor guys who couldn't get anybody else would eventually come sidling up to pick up the 2 a.m.ers. And it just made me
I
sad.
like how you tell the story, saddling up.
They do, because ain't nobody wanted it, but it was like they couldn't get anything else. all night. It's just so sad. And I could see the guys too, right? And think, oh, he struck out 3 times. I wonder which of my 2 a.m.ers he'll take. So me and the bartenders would make a bet. You know what I mean? That 2 of my 2 a.m.ers would get picked up or whatever. It's sad. Very sad. It was.
And profitable if you win the bet.
Yeah, it was but it made you, and women get drunk. It's when I basically quit drinking. They start thinking they're sexy, and all that happens is every muscle in their face starts to hang, and that black eyeliner they had begins to hang down like little pig eyes. And I thought, oh, this is sad. You know what I mean?
Well, no, Mouse, that's when they look goth, and you think, damn, I got this wild chick.
They're just sad. It's hard, and they're waiting. They're just waiting to get picked. Nobody even dances with them. Doesn't even buy them a drink, you know? Oh, it's sad. And when my friends get a divorce, they start putting pictures of themselves up on a bar stool in a bar, you know, with the big grin. I think, oh my God, you're going to have to burn your Facebook page in a couple years because you look rough. You know, we're older. We don't belong in there. Oh, God. Fuzz 48 has always said, if it is alive and it is breathing, it gets my attention.
I don't want to know. I really don't want to know.
Jerry, are you paying attention?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
I'm
right
just
there.
thinking about Mouse's friends being over 40 looking.
It's so sad. And I'm thinking, you done had 2 marriages that failed. Why are you trying again, hoochie girl? Don't make no sense. I would not get married if my husband passed away.
It's guaranteed probably that I probably hold the record in both these chat rooms right at the moment.
Right.
I told my wife, I said, when I die, I want you to cremate me. I want you to put my ass in a big pot of chili and then eat me. So I could tear that ass up one more time.
Okay, somebody needs to mute who has screaming dogs. It's Joel.
It's Tommy, I think.
Who is
Joel.
that, Gilbert?
It was Joel. I muted him.
Yeah, and his dog Gilbert. That's why I let him in.
Yeah.
See why I grilled you?
Now, how did you get fleas, Jerry? Is it bad weather?
I think the weather's just not like perfect for them. They have stinking exploded in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
I gotta get these dogs out of the house. I gotta bomb. I gotta do something. I don't even want to use poisons because of my bees. But holy cow, y'all! I can't walk through the house without just getting covered.
Right.
I just redid this floor. It's just plywood right now, and I can keep them off of it. That's why I'm staying in the bedroom. I'm hoping tomorrow, because the last 2 weekends, you know, I worked third. The last 2 weekends, they brought me in on first shift on Saturday morning. Screwed my weekends all up.
Oh.
Hey guys, I kind of missed out on all the fart talk earlier, but I got one for you. What did the maxi pad say to the fart?
What did the maxi pad say to the fart?
Yep. You are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh, God. Listen, when they came
I thought you were going to say something stupid like, you better be glad I ain't an odor eater or something.
How about this guy walks into a bar and he sits down and he goes, I want a rum and coke. The bartender hands him an apple. And the guy goes, well, I want a rum and coke. That's a fucking apple. He goes, take a bite. Guy takes a bite and he's like, oh, it tastes just like rum. He's like, now turn it around. He takes a bite. He goes, wow, it tastes just like Coke. And it's like, wow. Another guy comes in, sits down, goes, gin and tonic. Hands him an apple. Guy looks at it, and the other guy goes, "Trust me, take a bite." So he takes a bite, and he's like, "Wow, it tastes just like gin." Bartender says, "Yep, turn it around." He turns the apple around, bites into it. He goes, "Wow, it tastes just like tonic." It's like, "Yep." So the guy comes down and sits at the bar. They both turn and say, "Man, this bartender's got an apple for anything you want." The guy goes, "Really?" And he goes, "Yep." He's like, "Well, I want some pussy." And the guy takes the apple out, sets it down, and the guy bites into it and goes, "Jesus Christ, it tastes like shit." Bartender said, "Turn it around."
Ew. Ew.
That's horrible.
Listen to PJ.
It's horrible, but she loved it.
Clearly. I was like, ooh, and PJ's like, her. Hey, Jerry, Madison C. Iowa is saying to use baking soda and salt, and it'll kill the fleas. Well, Madison, you're going to have to come in the panel and tell them how to mix that.
I've heard of table salt before. I tried it years ago. It starts dehydrating them out. You talk about they go on the attack when you use salt. They're trying to get a drink from whatever they can get a hold of.
Well, you didn't use baking soda and salt. She's saying using baking soda and salt. There's probably like some mixture ratio that you have to do.
Right. I ain't never tried that.
Right.
We did something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but we took like a big Rubbermaid thing. We put like about 2 inches of water in it and a can in the middle of it, and we put something in the can. And they all try to get to it, and they end up drowning in the water.
Probably a candle, because I'm fixing to set out some traps using like a drop light.
Yeah, it was a candle. Yeah, you light a candle or something that attracts them to it, and they all.
They're kind of like a guy. They're a heat-seeking moisture missile. I guess some of them didn't catch that part.
Oh, I caught it.
That was a funny.
Yeah, they actually like go after the infrared of people and stuff, movement and the heat. If you put a light or a candle or something like that out, the Empty Nester, I think's got a video on YouTube I watched today. I made some comments. I'm gonna try some of them traps just to keep from having to use poisons. But the first thing is I gotta get these stinking dogs out of this house. What's up, Jason?
Hi, Jason.
At my new
I believe he's saying he's at his new house.
So anybody hear him sound like a robot?
You need some new Wi-Fi when you get there.
How do you like it, Jason?
Pretty nice, but space for my room or of everybody's room to have a bigger yard. I'm wondering if that is a good idea or not. What do you think? Bigger yard, less bedroom space in a bedroom, or bigger or less of a yard? I think like there definitely is a lot more space for more stuff, even a garden and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And we're allowed to have horses on this land, so
Nice.
to maybe have a horse.
Very cool.
Yeah.
See you later, Joel. Wonderful to have you here, sir.
Taking off, Joel?
He already took off.
Just got.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. Yeah.
phone, I can show you how far it goes. There's like a big giant garage shed back over there. So that's probably going to be like the man cave / garage.
And you're glitching out pretty hard, just so you know.
Yeah, he's roboting.
Step
Should
one
I
of the
go
new
inside?
house.
That probably has better Wi-Fi.
Probably. I'm gonna say step one of the new house is fix the Wi-Fi.
Hey guys, Select Guns got the Ruger SR45 STD 45 ACP 10+1 for $361.70 shipped.
That's not bad.
Who does?
SlickGuns.com.
How slick are they?
Might not be able to hold on to them. They're so slick at that price.
Yeah, I figured out. I went on like a FFL search, and there's a guy that lives like 2 blocks over from me that has an FFL, and I contacted him, and he called me right back. You know, I left a message, and he called me right back and said, you know, are you looking to get something shipped? I'm like, well, I was, but I think I changed my mind. And then I said, but would you be available in the future if I decided to? He goes, yeah. He was like, you just give me a call and I'll get all the information for you. That way you can send it to the whoever you're buying it off of, you know, online. I said, well, how much do you charge for the transfer? Because the gun shop down here charges $45 for transfer. And they will not, it's ridiculous. And they will not.
How much per transfer?
45 for transfer.
45?
Yeah. And then if they sell that gun, they won't do it. So if I try to like buy a Glock online for cheap and have it sent to their shop, they won't do it because they sell Glocks.
Well, that ain't right.
Right. So I asked this FFL guy who lives like 2 blocks over. He goes, oh, I'll do it for like $10-15.
Yeah, my guy does it for $10.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
He's like, no, they all up here charge either 25 or 30, but you can buy it off a gun broker or whoever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's like, it's not hard at all. I just type your information in the computer and then bam, I get an approval or whatever. He's like, it's not like it's, you know, $45 worth of work, you know.
My guy's old school. He calls.
Sorry, guys. I'm texting my nephew trying to talk him through how to clean the damn floor heater pilot orifice.
No worries.
Y'all go ahead. I mean, just don't worry about the little
We ain't gonna
beeping
wait
in the
for
background. Well, everybody got quiet when I started.
We're waiting on you, dude. No.
I ain't got no more canvas. Damn it. I have to scrounge.
I just found a life hack tip. It says your washing machine can be used as a cooler when you fill it with ice in a power outage. And the great thing about it is as the ice melts, you won't have to worry about the drainage.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't much insulation on it.
And when the power comes back on, it spins that shit around and all your damn beer and pop gets shaken up like a motherfucker.
I don't drink beer. Do any of y'all like mow yards or anything with a can of beer on the lawnmower?
No.
I don't have a riding lawnmower. I have to push mine, so that would get all jostled around.
When I did have a yard that I had to mow, I had a 0 turn, so your hands, yeah, you couldn't haul anything. The damn thing had a cup holder on it, but And you put it in a cup holder, it'd be all over the damn place, as rough as it was.
Yeah, you had to stop to take a drink.
I was just wondering if it went flat like, a soda pop does. After it gets jostled around a little bit.
I'm sure it would.
I would imagine so.
Is that enough light?
Yeah, you look fine. And now we can actually hear you. You're not roboting.
Yeah. I guess I have to do it in here now instead of outside.
Sack of shit.
Yeah. And it's real nice out.
Oh man, it's absolutely beautiful here tonight.
Yeah.
Freaking cold and raining here.
That's the way it is down here.
We ain't got no rain yet, but it's been getting stinking cold. Got down to 49 a couple of nights.
Oh shit, we've been getting down in the 30s.
I was fixing to ask what your cold temperatures was.
Yeah, it was 36 this morning when I woke up.
I'm gonna say, who was it said they was snow flurries a while ago? Was it Mom's?
Yeah.
That was Mom's, yeah.
Where are you at?
Pennsylvania. It was up in the mountains in Du Bois. That it was like the area that I took those.
High elevations.
Yeah. Actually, whenever I was up there, I passed a sign on Route 80 that said it's the highest point east of the Mississippi.
Yep, I remember that sign. Seen it many times.
That's on up there then, ain't it?
It's the highest point east of the Mississippi in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, on Route 80.
Wow,
but that ain't saying much.
Surprising. I would think maybe somewhere in Tennessee would have been the highest point.
What is there, 2 mountain ranges that run through there? I wouldn't have any idea.
The foothills were the Appalachian and the Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge Park.
I don't know if that's the same, but the Appalachians runs through there.
And you got the Adirondacks run up there too, don't they?
I'm sorry, you what?
The Adirondacks.
Oh yeah, Adirondacks. Yeah.
Those are up towards New York, I believe. Further up in.
Yeah, they're way up north.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. Blue Ridge, isn't that the same as about like the Smoky Mountains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
The weirdest place I guess I ever was in the middle of June, going through like Flagstaff, snowing in the middle of June out in the desert.
Flagstaff does get cold.
Well, that's just high elevation. There ain't nothing to hold the heat in up there.
I had snow one time going across New Mexico.
It might have been New Mexico, was it like Gallup? Wherever it is. No, it's Flagstaff, and you drop down to Gallup. We used to travel from here to California and back because Dad's family lived out there and Mom's family lived here, and you just talk about marrying a military brat. I guess I am one. Dad got out by the time I was born, but he had ants in his pants. We moved about every 2 or 3, 4 years. Makes for kind of a bad childhood. You don't make you big good friends. Moving about the time you get good friends with them.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought we were gonna stay at my older house. I think that is like the longest that we've stayed at a house, which is like 4 years. And we usually did just move every year. But hopefully that track didn't start back up.
Yeah,
You
we
never
moved
know.
about every year, every 2 years when I was a kid, but that was because we was poor. That'd be about the time the lease would run out and they'd up the rent.
It's like I think the main thing was like the jobs, like for my mom, since she's in real estate. And then it's like she couldn't find a good one or something like that.
Well, hell, she should be able to find a job anywhere then.
Yeah.
You know, I'm I gotta bring this up. I'm scrolling through stuff here, and there's an area that I'm in. They have like a where you can trade and stuff like that, buy, sell, and trade online.
Yeah.
And I'm always looking for gun deals and stuff like that. But people put the craziest shit on here. Somebody put a cake pan that looks like a rose, which hey, somebody might want a cake pan that looks like a rose. But they advertise it and they put like $1. For $1, just fucking throw the damn thing away if you don't want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's the thought that somebody else can use it.
Yeah. Or just give it a Goodwill.
Yeah, that's what we do. We give all kinds of shit to Goodwill. And then I go looking
I
for
see that dollar price on a lot of things, but I think they're just saying, it's up for trade. That's not really the value. I think the site requires you to put a value on it. And I think they're just wanting to trade something of
I've
equal
seen
value.
stuff for $1. I've seen stuff for 50 cents. I've seen stuff for $3.
I don't guess I've ever been on the site you're talking about. I mean, I've seen, Craigslist around this area a lot.
Here.
Speaking of Craigslist, my mom told me to put that VA ramp back out there on it.
Fuck, there's some guy down here who wants to trade a fucking tattoo for a kick-ass metal detector. I'm thinking regret versus $1,000 metal detector, not in my lifetime.
I don't know. I don't have a tattoo.
Me neither.
I want one, but I'm really picky about what I want.
Peachy's got enough for us.
Yeah.
Hi guys! I finally have sound.
She got all excited and cocky, and then it just killed her.
I went to a toy store the other day, and they had a remote control car that was a metal detector. It was pretty fucking sweet.
Whoa, that's cool.
Drive a remote control car around your yard, and then it beeps when it,
That's sweet.
Now you don't have to move. You can just sit in your car and then.
Right. Now you can be a lazy ass metal detector person.
That's cool.
I need to find some good permissions. Every place I've tried is stinking trash and can't do nothing.
I just got to get out and do some metal detecting.
I was gonna ask you about that, Tolly. I know you got a detector, and I've yet to see your video, and I've not done my knife video yet, but I guess I wanted to ask you how it was going with it.
I haven't even had a chance to get out. Kids been coming up all summer.
I got
so spending time with my kids, that's a little more important, I guess.
Yeah.
I've had my head up my tail for the last 2 months. I don't need to do nothing right now.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going to take it easy. I'm working this weekend. I'm off Monday. And go hit the range and go shoot some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a good way to spend the day.
Take the kids to the range, eh?
Nah, I ain't got no kids home no more.
Didn't you just say you had kids?
Yeah, I got 5 kids, but I don't have any of them. I don't have any of them home no more.
I got you.
They just come visiting.
Eat all your food and leave.
No, they buy their own food. They buy their own food, and that's even worse, because then they got the shit sitting all over the damn place. They don't take that with them when they leave.
Peachy, how are you doing?
I'm getting better.
Man, I swear to God, that's the ugliest dog I ever saw that someone just got.
Oh, you're talking about
That wasn't a dog.
Oh,
That
it's
wasn't
not
a dog.
Did you get your other ones, Peachy?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I posted them on Facebook, Jerry. She is one huge bitch. She's huge.
Dinner.
I won't be going in there by myself. She'll eat me.
Stick him with a
Jason,
knife.
she weighs over 200 pounds. She's big.
Oh, hell, I'm bigger than that.
I'm going to say that ain't nothing.
I could probably
Unless it's a pot-belly pig, maybe. Peachy, wait till it gets to 1,000 pounds.
A pig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to keep them for breeding stock. Wait until they're fully matured. They're huge. I guess it depends on what kind you got.
Hey, start saddle training her now, Peachy.
Right, that's what I was trying to say.
Seriously, we used to have this big hog out at our house, man, on the farm. This thing had a goiter like this big. No, we used to jump on it and ride it. We'd hold on to that goiter, man, and ride it around. Fucking pig hated us.
You wonder
I
why?
got an English saddle I can strap on it.
Do it. Man, get some leather saddle on that thing, man. Get riding it.
I ain't never made a saddle before. I wonder if there's any money making in a pig saddle.
Oh my God. I've got Western and English, but yeah. The English I would think would be lighter on her.
Does anybody else on this panel got any knowledge being around pigs?
Only slight. I know that I don't like them.
Yeah, I've only been around them a couple of times. I was telling Peachy about my experiences. Yeah, they ain't fun to try to corral or
They are
put in a
bastard.
trailer or nothing like that. Holy cow.
Well,
You
it
go
took
to
them what,
feed 'em, they
Jerry?
attack you.
5 weeks to get over here?
This one that you got is sort of domesticated by this time, isn't it, Peachy? I mean, did it come from breeding stock of other home pigs, or?
Yeah, they were pets.
Okay, so it's kind of, got some intuition.
But the little one it's only 6 weeks old. I mean, my smallest, my little third one is just.
Didn't you say you had that one sedated?
I don't know if they had to sedate it or not, Jerry. Last night was kind of rough, and I was asleep when they brought her home.
I think
I was talking about the little one you showed first. You said you give it something.
No, I was looking at finding some calming cool to get those other two loaded. The little one, you can pet the little one. I mean, it's okay, but it's still big enough they can sweep me off my feet.
I think as long as you and John dress up like Tigger and Pooh, that Piglet will be just fine.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Moms, we both made it.
What are you gonna do when that? What are you gonna do when that pig gets in that honey pot of moonshine that you got going on there?
That might be a good way to sedate her ass, because oh my God. That stuff, I mean, I've got a glass sitting here that I poured the other night. Yeah, you don't drink this. Yeah, it's whoa.
Is that the apple pie one?
Yeah,
But it's
it's homemade with Everclear or whatever, pure grain alcohol. Man, it'll have a bite. It ain't like what I've been getting. It's real moonshine. It's just flavored. It's smooth.
My grandpa made some of that before.
it's there's no words for the taste of that. I mean, it is just so good.
Oh yeah. Don't ask
But
my
you
house.
just little tiny baby sips, because took me a damn day to knock off the other night when I made it.
How far is your cigarette away from that glass?
If it's been sitting there overnight, there probably ain't a whole heck of a lot of alcohol fumes still coming off of it.
Well, that or it's just starting.
Yeah, right. It's just starting to turn. The other stuff is there's a very drunk moth that was in it.
I don't remember what proof it has to be before it'll fire up. It's on up there, though, like 150, 160, something like that.
Yeah, she's stout, but you can't taste it. You do not taste any burn. All you taste is just like sweet apple.
Scary.
It's hard to believe using that PGA.
Huh?
I said, I just had a hard time believing it using PGA. It usually feels like you're drinking lighter fluid.
Oh, you can't take. Maybe that's what the vodka was for. You were asking why the bottle of vodka, but maybe it toned it down a little.
Oh, yeah, it's going to, for sure.
All right, y'all. I'm going to take off. I'm not used to this staying up late stuff anymore.
Aw.
You'll make it, Ohio.
Well, it's midnight here, and
It's 9 here, so.
but I got up at like 5:30 this morning.
Oh, damn.
It's 10
Yeah,
here, Jason. Unless you
I'm
moved
now
out
on
of the
that
state.
routine of getting up early, so. But I just wanted to stop in and say hi to everybody. I know it's been a while.
Hey, Ohio, you do me a favor and take care of yourself, yeah?
Will do, sir.
Yeah,
Will do. And you guys take it easy. Have a good night, guys.
Good
Take care,
night.
Ohio.
See you, Ohio.
Ohio. Wonder what happened to Mouse. She said she was coming back.
Oh,
Probably the same thing that happened to me. I got kicked out.
Like I said, when I first come
reached-
in, I didn't know if I was going to stay or not because it was glitching so bad. Same way with Jason when he came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bad.
How about the one time, the last week, or was it last week? It was me and you, PG. It just kicked us out. Didn't it?
Yeah, it was like poof, bam, we disappeared, and it was like, what the hell?
Yeah. It was weird. So how's life treating you, Jerry?
Man, I've really been dealt pretty good blow the last couple of months, but I'm taking it in stride. Just looking at it like helping somebody that was in need.
So I heard like you took a little break or something.
Nah, it's chasing tail, brother.
And the tail kicked him in the ass.
No, kicked me in the pocketbook.
That's the way of
Dumbass.
doing that.
I did it willingly. I ain't gonna say I was a dumbass. I just did it. Y'all know I'm.
Well, you helped somebody out who needed it, so.
That's it, man. She got. I mean, they're pretty much grown kids, but she had a couple kids at home. One of them still in school. But Yeah, it wasn't nothing but lies all the way through, and that's what kind of ended up getting me, hurting more. It's supposed to be fun when you're starting a relationship. I was starting to feel more lonely than when I was single, just because of the lies.
Yeah.
I'll come whoop her ass. I'll come get her.
You can come up here, you better be ready to go fishing and camping, and I don't know, I'll buy the stuff you can cook.
Cookie!
She ain't worth
Beachy's cooking. Can't get better than that.
I don't know. I've seen her make biscuits. That was kind of an adventure.
Shut up, Clint.
Didn't say anything.
I cleaned up my mess.
Or how about that corn?
Oh, God, that was...
The messy cooks are the best.
I just love the scenes where she's in the kitchen and the ashtray is right in the middle of the food, and then the gun is sitting on the hot stove. And I'm going, where's her beer? Oh no, it's moonshine. Never mind, it's peachy.
Right?
I think she does better than oh, golly, I can't even. Lowbuck. What's his? Is it Drunken Grub?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Peachy does about as good as he does, falling down and stuff.
At least I don't have to fall.
I queued Peach's video up and walked away from the computer, and I was listening to it. And I came back and I looked at it, and I thought, "What's that cigarette doing, floating in that all that goodness?" And then I realized as it was coming back around, it was a cinnamon stick. But I thought it was a cigarette floating in there.
Oh my God. That might be something I have to try. Nicotine flavored shine. That would be cool. Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, highs and lows at the same time.
Right.
I don't know if that would be acceptable for, like smoking at work.
And whether
you darn sure don't run it through that distiller. That steel.
Whether you want it or not, after you watch Peachy's videos, you don't know whether to go out and smoke or eat a bunch of shit out of the pantry,
Go out and smoke some good stuff and then raid the pantry.
There you go, Peachy. That's how you do it.
Who lives in town got the siren going?
Not me.
I live in town, but they ain't got no sirens going.
I got a siren going on behind me. I'm 2 blocks away from a fire station.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
It's all good, man.
City. Crime
They'd
24.
still never make it there in time.
They're pretty good here. I swear to God, my neighbor broke her ankle this winter. 2 minutes they were here from the call.
Well, you said they live right there. They're right down the street. If you can hear them when they start up, they better be there in 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're quick. They're pretty good here anyway, though, man. They're really good guys. I can't say enough about our public services here, man.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
We didn't know until Mom called the first responders on Dad back when that stuff first happened. The guy next door opened the front door before Mom even got off the phone.
Right. Nice.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, he didn't have no equipment, but at least he checked his vitals and all that stuff.
Like ACAS says, your equipment's up here. You don't need a lot of tools so long as you got the knowledge to do what you got to do.
To an extent, just like all of us preppers, we get the knowledge and if you can retain it, because we have so much. It's your best tools. Some of it needs a little bit of practice so you don't get rusty. I'm always telling people, they're talking about surviving in a SHTF. You better know how to set some traps and find animal trails and good fishing spots that you can set out yo-yos. You can't spend all stinking day on the creek bank with a fishing pole and make it. You're going to have to set. No, you got too much stuff to do in that time. You're going to have to set your stuff and come back and get it when it's there.
Trot lines.
Exactly. I mean, throw lines, limb lines, jugs, whatever you can do. But yeah, you ain't gonna be able to just sit there all day and mess with that. You got lots of other stuff to do.
See, we can't leave nothing unattended.
Well, I'm talking about the SHTF, Scott. I ain't talking about.
If it hit the fan, but you can't practice that if if it's against the law.
Yeah, yo-yos are against the law.
Yeah,
I
they
agree
are here.
with that, but you can sure have the equipment ready. It's like snares. Snares ain't legal here, but I got a bunch of them to use in case I do need to use them.
Oh shit, yeah. Snares and traps. Not at all. I got all that.
I went as far as just buying a roll of wire, cable. I got the little tool to crimp stuff on it and everything.
I want to get out and set a snare pole for squirrels or something.
I like playing with deadfalls.
Squirrels, I bought 24 rat traps for that.
Which I still haven't gotten. Yeah. I need to go to Home Depot.
Deep hole.
My traps are too big.
Cut a deep hole.
Do what,
Home Depot.
All my traps are
Who's
too
a
big
deep
for
hoe?
squirrels.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up. Peachy, did you say you've got a deep hoe?
It's out back in the garden.
Wait, John's coming in the back door. He's about ready to kick my ass for saying that, Peachy. I'm sorry.
Behave now.
He's already in bed.
Sorry.
I found a piece of canvas. It ain't much.
Oh, I thought you said candy. Damn it.
Canvas.
What's going on? What's going on with Redneck and Flint? Are they text messaging each other or something?
Well, Flint was here a little bit ago. He's working on a coffee.
Still right here.
Oh, okay.
Flint's still here.
Quiet.
I'm
Redneck ain't been here since I started.
What
you
Redneck
doing?
started the chat, but he ain't
What
come
is it,
around
Flint?
since.
So I'm making a stencil for my coffin. I'm gonna paint that on.
That's
It's gonna be
awesome.
a little skull with an eye patch.
That's cool.
Are you sick? Are you expecting to need that coffin soon?
Oh yeah.
Halloween decorations.
Oh, you missed
What do
that.
y'all
It's
think
for a
about the
knife
stores
display.
got Christmas decorations already?
Yeah, it's for my beautiful new display
That's
knife.
sad.
It's way too stinking early for Christmas decorations.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that
is.
Right.
always pisses me off. I'm a Halloween guy through and through. I hate Christmas.
I like doing the Halloween crap and scaring people.
Right?
I just like scaring people anytime. I don't need a special day to go scare people.
I love Halloween because John donates to some place down in Austin that sets up a big old place, for Halloween. And they're always, hey, John, you got anything you can donate? And we take them a couple of toilets, a couple of tubs, whatever's sitting in the yard. Gets my yard cleaned up a little bit.
You can't scar children without scare.
Nope.
I got an uncle up here north of town that used to do haunted hay rides, but so many people started going up there, he quit 'cause he's afraid somebody's going to sue him or something. Man, he had it rigged up, had like 200 acres, got five
Oh
or
my
six
God.
kids and a bunch of grandkids. They'd,
Wow.
you know, be behind a tree with a chainsaw. They'd take the chain off of it, so when the trailer would come by, they'd hit them bales of hay, you know, with it running. But people be crawling up underneath them bales and stuff.
There's
Oh
been
my
a
God.
there's been a couple guys like that, Jerry, that have been sued. You know, farmers and stuff who do this out of the kindness of their heart. And it just sucks.
Yeah,
It sucks like hell because, man, I mean, fall is like the farmer. That's the farmer time, man. You know, and it's just, you know, they give everything at that moment and then entertain people as well. And for people to be dick, you know, to pull a dick move like that on farmers, you know, and landowners, that's bad, man.
It
it's
is.
that way everywhere, man. He seen somebody get sued several years ago, so he quit doing it. He wouldn't let anybody come up there and do it no more.
Damn.
I mean, like as a public service, I light fireworks all year around just to annoy my neighbor. Well, I'm sorry, entertain my neighbors. And some people don't like it. They see me as a nuisance, but you know, the loud music, the late night chats in the garage, and all the fireworks. But I try to reassure them that I'm just a patriot, and you know.
Yeah, I think I got about everybody around here thinking I'm a nut shooting sometimes at daylight, or I'll have people come over from work and want to sight in their guns, and like I get off at 6:30 in the morning, so right at daylight it sounds like World War III up here sometimes.
Freaking awesome.
Been shooting all these guns. I need to get me some stinking tannerite.
There you go.
That would be fun. I'll bring the 30
That'll
out
piss
up
your
for you.
neighbors off.
I want to put one in a pumpkin this fall. Put a tannerite into a pumpkin just to celebrate.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of them happen. Somebody every year does a video where you're like shooting a pumpkin about every day or something.
Yeah, just want to carve a jack-o'-lantern and then shoot it.
I need to go around rounding up all the pumpkins that people shoot and put them in jars.
And then yards, you got enough animals to feed now, girl.
Right?
Yeah, pigs can eat. I don't know if you know that or not, but they eat everything all the time.
Oh yeah, she fixing to find out she just got another pig. One won't eat much. Two more will eat you out of house and home.
I think Ellie Mae, I mean, Peachy knows that. I said,
Peachy
I think Ellie Mae, I mean, Peachy knows that. I'm just kidding you, Peachy.
I have more than enough kitchen scraps to keep them well fed.
You know, you can feed pigs about anything, man. My grandfather used to go pick up food that was left over from restaurants and like day-old bread and shit like that. And they used to load it up in a pickup truck to feed his hogs. Now, I know yours is domesticated, so what are you feeding it now? Like cat food or some shit?
Oh no, they have a mix of oats and grains and scraps.
So granola bars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
A mixed silage.
Granola's expensive. That's cool. She'll eat it. She'll eat anything when it comes down to it.
Yeah, they're fixing to get on a chicken diet.
Shut up, dogs.
Peachy's.
I hope her pigs don't get on a chicken diet. She's putting them all in the same coop.
Peachy's like, we're gonna feed it those bodies that are in the basement.
Her and Gear's got a contract going on.
There we go. That's awesome.
Speaking of, is he here today? Gear?
He was in earlier, and he said he might be back.
He's
Oh,
in the
okay.
chat.
Yeah, he left about 15 minutes ago.
He said maybe back soon.
Mm-hmm.
May.
Yeah, I ain't even watching the external since I come in, y'all. So somebody sees something.
Me either. I can't.
Can't keep up.
Do you guys have that thing on your browser now where like you can click the chat link and it will put it in a different tab so you can take it into a different window altogether, and then you can put what we see in the chat right side by side? It's kind of cool, man. I didn't know if you guys had seen that, but it has a little ninja on the screen when it does it. You know.
You went and lost me already, and I thought I was pretty into this kind of stuff.
Really? I don't know. Maybe it's just an update that I got on. I don't know if you guys got if it's an update or just whatever, but you can click a thing on the bottom of the chat. It looks like a little window with an arrow going that way, and it'll take
I haven't seen that yet, but it's trying to get me to do a new Chrome version that may be in it.
It may be in that, yeah. It'll take the chat, and you can put the chat right next to this window on the screen, and you can see the external while we're talking. It's kind of cool.
I need to get with Flint and figure out how to use everything on my laptop. Like it has options for split screen, but hell, I don't know how to do it.
Me either.
Do I?
Just drag, so take the top window, like the bar, and drag it to one side until it's like off the screen or whatever, and it'll pop and immediately place it into half your screen. And then if you wanted another window, so let me screen share real quick. We're gonna do a little mini lesson. Alright.
Yay!
Okay, entire screen. So pretend, I'll even separate these guys real quick. Okay, here should be, let's see, there we go. So here's our external. I drag this like so, see my mouse right here. Drag it all the way to the corner, and it'll pop it right there. I'll take this guy, drag it over to that corner, and it'll pop it there. So that's how you can split screen. Or
Wait a minute. You did the external, but you're not seeing the external chat. It only did the video part of it.
oh, you can just scroll over. So go to this bar and just scroll it over.
No, okay.
So it just shortened the window, but you can just scroll it over on the bottom.
Okay, wait, hold on. Go back, Flint, for a second. See that little... Wait, Flint, do it again.
Okay.
Wait, okay, stop there.
Okay.
Okay, see that little arrow square thing by the chat box down at the bottom?
I don't.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Choose links.
Yeah. No, not that one. That's a recycle.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who's got authority over the chat? Flint, you?
Me.
Share yourself all the time, because every time somebody says something, it pops off of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Holy.
See what you've done?
That's
Matrix.
Fractal, dreamy.
Okay. So.
You're talking about down at the bottom.
Yeah, right below it where it says more
By the
comments.
comments where it says a little box with an arrow on it?
Yeah. If you click that, it'll make it a different chat box, and you can take that one and split the screen with that.
On the external page, Flint, down there where you'd make a comment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. Now I don't know what the hell I'm looking at.
There's the DJ he was talking about.
Well, I'll be damned. I never knew that could happen.
Huh.
Is that the external?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
like
then you
that.
can...
Well, how the hell do you do that? I didn't catch that.
Okay, I'll redo it. I'll redo it.
Oh,
Because I can't have the external running because the video lags everything.
Yeah, bad. That's not really nothing else to see here.
Okay, Tolly, I'll show you. Let me close this. It's tripping me out. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the external, right? There's Joel from earlier. I
Yeah.
paused it. This right here, you see that little square with the
Yeah.
arrow?
Uh-huh.
Click that guy and it pops it out. So it says, see nothing to see here, we popped out. Now you can close that window or minimize it, I'm assuming. And then push that over to half your screen and then shrink it a little bit. And then you can put this guy like so. And then make it a little bigger so you can see better. And then it shares it.
I'm gonna have
That's
to try
cool,
that so I can
Clint.
see.
Thanks, and
Because that'd
I'm
be
gonna
awesome
try.
if I could get to the external and see it.
Right.
Well,
I'll be
Flint,
damned.
you are using a computer, right?
Absolutely.
I think from either HARP or NASA.
Well, yeah, but like Scott's using a phone. So
No,
I don't
I'm using
know.
a computer.
Oh, are you? I thought you
Well,
used
it's a
like your
netbook.
iPhone. Was it?
No, it's the netbook.
Phone pewter.
Damn.
God, this weather sucks ass.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's different than what you made mine out of.
Yeah.
Was it stiffer or?
No. Well, I bought it for knife sheaths, so it's lighter weight. You know, because knives don't need that heavy ass leather like I used in your holsters.
Right.
It's just the quality is shit. I am never gonna call them and have them set it out for me. I'm just gonna go make sure I go and pick it up, buy it.
Like this
Here you
level.
go, Scott. Have a drink, Scott, and it'll all be okay in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, you just send that drink right on over.
How much leather do you normally buy at one time?
Well, usually I buy a side. Depends on what the, if I've got a lot of projects up, I'll buy a side. If I don't have a whole lot, depending on what they are, because knife sheaths, I generally use a little lighter leather, just because it's easier to work with on the smaller projects. But I'll use a 7-ounce leather for sheaths, and I'm using 9 to 10 ounce for holsters.
And it depends on if I need a zipper mask for the old lady this week.
Oh, Lord.
Did I say that aloud? I'm sorry.
Has anybody had you make anything out of an exotic leather yet?
No. Exotics is like double the price of anything.
Right. I would say that was based on which one you get, because they probably all differ.
Yeah, but if you want to get like ostrich looks really cool, but just for a small piece, for maybe a square foot of it, you're gonna pay $20.
That don't sound like that bad a deal. I mean, I ain't sure. But.
Oh, but it's only a square foot, so you use it for like inlays and stuff.
Right.
Which is I've been toying with inlays a little bit. I haven't done any yet. They're nothing that I'd sell, but I've been toying with them a little.
When you say a side, is that like a side of beef, or is there yardage involved, or?
It's a whole side of a cow.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's quite a bit of leather, but it's a lot of money.
I freaking guess.
I'm a little slow on that one, Scott. Like the right side or the left side, or saying a side of beef being the whole animal.
No, a side, just one side.
Half. Okay.
They split it down the spine.
Yep.
Damn. Okay,
So,
whenever it does come time to do these pigs, I can just like strip them naked and send the hide to you.
It'd be nice if you tanned it first, but there's a place next town over that'll do tanning.
No, that's pork rinds, Peachy.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Feed
Those
that
go
to
in cornbread.
Yeah, I haven't had them tan anything yet. I'm hoping that I can get a deer this year. I'll have them tan that.
That's awesome.
What weight leather would that be? That's real light, buck leather.
Yeah, it's really light. Really light, but they make nice wallets. I mean, if you can get it finished right, it makes a great wallet, or it makes a great lining for a holster. You know, I don't currently line anything right now because it just adds a lot to the expense, and people don't want to pay that extra right now.
It's
At
a
least
nasty.
people that have been wanting my stuff don't have the money to be spending for, the expensive, all that spending stuff.
It's a nasty job to clean that too, man. I saw that on Dirty Jobs, and that's a mess when they clean hides like that.
It is.
Now I
That's
have
why
a
I don't do
question.
it. What?
You're talking about lining stuff. Could I take rabbit fur and redo the inside of my holster?
Well, maybe. Depends on how tight that is.
See it.
So the gun is warmer?
It'd have to be super loose to use a haired leather.
Yeah. Usually I line them before I do any forming or anything on them. So any of that lining is done before that.
Yeah, see, I can just, it's so old I can sit and pull the lining out of it. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, you probably could.
How'd you learn how to do that, Colin?
How did I learn how to do it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Practicing there.
I watched a lot of videos, talked to some guys that make saddles and stuff, and I didn't really have a mentor or anything, which would have been nice, but I just been yeah.
Did you have to do a project in school?
Nope.
I actually made a leather wallet when I was in the school shop class. Like the first year, they make you take this. I don't know, man. It was like 3 weeks in like printing, automotive, building trades, concrete. I mean, there was several different trades that they went through, but it was like a 3-week course for all year. I thought it was pretty cool, and then the next year you could pick which classes you wanted to go to.
We did wallets at camp. Wallets and hairbreadth.
Huh?
I said we made wallets and hairbreadth at camp.
Oh.
This wasn't camp. This was high school.
Yeah, little kids.
What you showing, Jason? What was that? I didn't get
it. Sheet that I had
okay.
On the last chat.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's cool, man.
Stitching, but
yeah, we got to work on your lines, dear.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yes.
I guess this is kind of a personal question. Has anybody on here got a concealed weapons permit?
Yeah.
No.
I open carry.
I do.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go legal beagle and get mine too.
I need to go get mine. I haven't gotten it yet.
Mine reciprocates with Oklahoma. I can go visit Jerry and tote my firearm.
Aaron
How many states?
lives 3 miles away from Jerry. He'll do it.
Who?
Aaron, the Georgetown Williamson County Constable, lives 3 miles away from me. He'll do it.
Well, there's a lot of them that'll do it. I got to do it in state of Oklahoma, Peachy.
So with Jerry's question about concealed, man, has anyone approached the elephant in the room today about, you know, the whole thing in Oregon and Obama and all that crap? Or is that taboo?
No, Mike had that on last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
That horse has been beat.
I was going to say, I don't think anybody likes it.
There's been freeway shootings lately over here. It's been really close.
I saw those.
Why, Jerry? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get off on that subject if it's a sore subject and it's been beat, but why did you ask, Jerry? Just because you're thinking about getting the conceal now?
Yeah. Well, I've been thinking about it for a long, long time anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I've been carrying a gun, just not legally.
Yeah, I mostly, half the reason I got mine is so that I can test holsters out and stuff. So I can actually wear them and make sure that, you know, the design is right and that kind of thing.
Jerry, when you carry, Jerry, do you conceal it?
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't open carry.
You wouldn't?
I mean, no. I like to have the element of surprise. That, to me, that's like putting a target on your back.
Are you carrying around other people then, in general?
No, I'm kind of a loner. I don't hang out with a whole lot of people.
I mean, but if you go down to the grocery store, are you concealing anyway? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Yeah. I'm not mad at you, dude. I don't think nobody knows, but I mean, I only open carry because I'm in the woods, deep in the woods, and people are crazy. So there's bums out in the woods and shit here, and.
Oh yeah, brother. If I'm out in the woods, I ain't got it concealed. I got it strapped.
Yeah, I mean, I'm too fat to run, and I'm too weak to fight, so I got to carry a gun. So.
I do when I'm out in the yard.
Ain't that the truth?
I've had illegals and escapees from prison try and kick in my back door. If I go outside, I am opening carrying. These bastards better not mess with me.
Yeah, Ohio's pretty good about open carry. I mean, I've never been messed with, and you know, if had cops see me, and I don't really care if they want to say anything to me. Then I just say, you know.
Yeah, out in the woods, on the riverbank, or
deer
hunting in my yard, anywhere. Yeah, I got it open carry, but I'm talking in public, where something more than likely, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't open carry like going to the grocery store or gas station.
No one wants to. No one wants to freak anyone out, but you know, it's $250 for the paperwork here, and an 8-hour class or a 12-hour class or whatever, and it's like, why do I have to pay that if I don't have to? If I don't have to, then why pay $250 for something I don't have to?
Right.
I mean,
I agree with you.
Sounds like more government paperwork.
I like some of these states that are saying, you know, the Second Amendment is your permit.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
some of them are actually saying that now.
In Ohio, most people when they get their conceal here, in Ohio, they get their conceal for Florida instead anyway, because of Florida's laws are about the same, but it's I guess it broadens their range of where they can carry. So, you know, what's the point? It's just a bunch of $250 going in a bunch of people's pockets, you know.
Now down here, you can have your gun open or concealed in the vehicle with you. I mean, like if you go to the grocery store, kind of be stupid as hell, but you could leave it laying on your dash or your seat. Mm-hmm. But you can, you know, drive around with your loaded weapon.
Utah, that was
Did,
it too.
did Texas just change their long gun stuff? Because Texas was only a long gun. You could not carry a handgun.
Yes, they did. And they also passed the open carry on campus the other day, so woohoo!
Whoa.
Good for
No
Texas.
more gun-free zones. Damn, why don't you
At
put up a
school, there's
damn
still
sign?
going to be all kinds of them.
But like they're saying, how many vets are going back to school on their VA stuff? And you've got to be over 21 anyway. It would be awesome if every campus had a lot of vets. And there was one at this Oregon one, JoJo, or Kojo. There was a vet right across 200 yards from this Oregon shooting. They locked him in a room and wouldn't let him go across the street and help.
Yeah.
It's a vet. He's trained. Cut him loose.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
actually, Peachy, most laws, the Good Samaritan don't help you out if you go looking to stop it. If you're in the middle of it when it happens, you have a right to defend yourself. But if you take off looking for the dude, you're more at guilt than he is in most places.
But we all know that there's laws and then there's ethics, and sometimes doing the right thing is just doing the right thing.
Right, thank
I
you.
agree with you.
I'm not trying to fight with you, Jerry. I'm just bringing up a point.
Man, we agree to disagree. I mean, everybody's got their opinions. I'm not going to get mad at an opinion.
Gary, don't get mad.
No.
Side of it, laws and ethics. I mean, ethics says when the axe murderer comes to your door, you say, yeah, he's really here. Law says you say, fuck it, he's not here, and you deny it, and he goes away. So, I mean, it's
That ain't the way it works.
law and ethics.
He ain't going away.
Right. I mean, when he's not going away, you just do what's right. But I don't know. I feel bad for everyone who went out and went through that shit, man. I'm sick of this shit. What I'm really pissed off about is fucking Obama politicizing this bullshit and acting like he's all pissed off, and it's just
right.
I'm sick of him. It's a Muslim black guy as a president. None of us are buying it. Chicago's a fucking mess. Get real. How many more gun laws can you have other than saying no guns allowed?
Yeah, that's going to be an ugly one.
What kills me is that at the exact same time, like within I think 15 minutes, a 7-Eleven in, I think it was in Chicago, 4 people were gunned down, 3 of them were innocent, like they were just bystanders, and that was never covered.
In Flint, do you remember this? About 2 years ago, I don't know if you guys remember this. I think it was when Sandy Hook happened. That same fucking month, some dude in China went into a factory or something with a machete and fucking killed like 8 or 9 people with a machete. So what do we ban next? Baseball bats? Lead pipes? I mean, come on. Get real. People are psychos and they're crazy, and fuck them. They're always going to do stupid shit.
Man, they've been blaming the tools for a while. They quit blaming the stinking criminal.
Well, right.
If they quit,
if my mechanic fucks up my car, I'm not going to blame his snap-on wrench. I'm going to blame the damn mechanic.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Right. There you go.
I'd blame Snap-on. That's shit-ass tools.
Hey, Tolly, can I?
I know. That's why I wouldn't blame him.
I'm going to embroider that on a pillow and send it to you, Tolly.
You do embroidery?
No, fuck no, man.
Scott, I was fixing to go there myself. Joe, you send
I ain't gonna play no bad stuff here.
In your man card, brother.
Hey, well, wait a minute, man. Shit.
So.
Yeah,
I
well,
sew.
fuck, you can
Oh,
sew.
I can too, because I had to learn how to work on sewing machines. But yeah,
Oh,
I
damn,
ain't gonna take it up as a hobby and send out gifts.
Oh, come on.
That's okay.
Well, no,
I
I don't know
like
how.
gifts.
I don't know how to embroider, but my wife's sewing machine knows how to, and I could do that. But
Right, yeah, you just damn button. These machines these days are so crazy. You just push a
Oh
button.
man, aren't they?
There's no
They're nuts.
pressure. I mean, you don't have to use the pedal. You just push a button and it does its thing. It's insane.
You know what I want to get? I want to get an old treadle machine.
oh, an old what?
Got it.
The treadle
treadle
machine,
sewing
you
machine.
put on the things, got a little belt drive.
Okay, yeah, got it.
And you pedal the damn thing, basically.
You
Yes,
do the
I
trap.
have one.
You know what a treadle trap is, don't you? Got the little rocker on it, rock
Yeah.
back and forth. Yeah,
On the bottom, you just kind of do this motion with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
My granny had one, and that's all she ever had was one of those.
My
Hey,
parents have
Scott,
one
I
in
need
their
a
house.
$7 belt. I bought a $7 belt for mine off of eBay, and as soon as
Yeah.
John put it on, the belt broke.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But
especially
it's
probably if it's
lighten up
original
for 'em.
equipment, it's dry rotted.
Hold on a second. I want to see something real quick. I'll be right back.
You hear me, Peachy?
Honey, I didn't.
I said if you bought it off eBay and it was saying original equipment, you know, you bought it for that sewing machine, it was probably dry rotted. I mean, it's leather, and you're talking something that's probably 50, 60, 70 years old at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I mean, as soon as he put it on the machine and he pedaled it a couple of times, snap. There it went. I was like, well, that's helpful.
Scott can make you one.
I probably could.
No, there's no
It's
doubt
just like
about
a
it.
little shoe blade.
Yeah, I
There's
know
no-
there ain't much to them.
Yeah, it's just a thin strip, the width of the belt or whatever, and then you just cut 45 on both ends and stick it together.
Yeah. It's got like a staple through it, and the ends of the staple are bent up into it.
Yep.
Yeah, they're usually called alligator clips, but yeah.
Yep.
You know what I
And I
mean.
can get those.
Yeah.
Our local hardware store, if you can't find it there, you don't need it. They got just about everything.
Yeah, we got a little hardware store here like that too. That's where I actually had to get my well buckets at because nobody else even knew what the heck I was talking about.
Yep. And Charlie knows. And he, and they take the time to help you out with something. They're awesome. I love going there. It's my favorite store.
Mine's called Wall Rods. I think it's Walter Rod or something. I don't remember what it is. But I tell you what, you got to have him help you. You can't get down the stinking aisles in this old.
Oh, no kidding, man. Some of those stores are horrible to get through.
Oh, hey, this little old man run right through it, but I ain't getting down the aisles. Speaking of size, I have still kept on my diet a little bit. I'm going still in the right direction. I've lost 61 pounds now.
Wow,
job,
congratulations.
That's nice.
Yeah. My goal's for under 200. The other day I weighed 227.
That's amazing. I could never get down that low. I've tried.
Good job,
Yes, you
Jerry.
can.
I'm
Yes, you
6'3" and pretty wide. Got a wide frame. I've
All
tried.
you gotta do is eat right. Ask Jerry. All you gotta do is eat right. Listen to Mama Peachy, and you'll lose it.
Well, hell, my
Man, I tell you what, when she first tells you how to do it, you'll think she's nuts. And we already know she is.
But she ain't.
Right. And like I said, the best way I figured it out on this diet, your body has to take a certain amount of energy to operate. You make it work for that. Quit feeding it starches, sugars, all the carbs. Forget counting calories. Just get rid of the instant energy stuff, the sugars and starches. It'll come off. It'll come off, man. That's all I can tell you. You can have all the eggs, bacon, vegetables that you want. Stay away from bread, potatoes, soda pop, candy.
Bread and potatoes are my two favorite food groups.
I know.
Man, believe it or not, it is probably everybody's.
Okay, I got something to show you guys. Is that okay?
It's your peanut being very upset.
It depends.
It's not me naked or anything. Don't worry. Hey, check this out, man. This is a old Sears catalog.
Yeah, that's what I want right there. Right there.
Yeah. I wanted to look that up because I wanted to tell you guys how much it cost back in the day to get one of this. These are okay. The Burdick sewing machine. It has the nice cabinets around it, and then what you're talking about, Tolly, the cast iron frame down below to kind of kickstart it there and do all that. For the 3-door unit, it was $12.35, and this is in 1902, so barber coin era. For the 5-drawer, it was an extra 45 cents, $12.80. And for the 7-drawer, it was $13.20, and you were getting a machine that can make clothes for your family for $12, guys. There it is, right there. I'll try to hold it up.
You want to go ahead and order that up for me?
Okay.
I want the fancy one. I want the fancy one though.
One with all the gold gilding and stuff on it.
Yeah, I'll send you a check for. I'll send you a check for $20, man. I'll make it worth your while.
There's still a order form somewhere in here. Do you think they'd honor it?
Call number.
You know something?
You know, it'd be interesting to try.
You don't want that one? I'm cool with a $3.85 profit, Dolly.
I'm cool with that, man.
Here's what the other one looks like. It closes up more like a cabinet. Here,
yeah.
See that one?
Oh, see, that's too fancy. I don't know if I can deal with that.
More simple?
Oh, it's expensive, man. That's $16.15.
All right, so I'm going to make like a whole $8 off of you, dude.
Well, you know, we got to figure in some shipping, but I'll cover the shipping too.
Yeah.
Because you just don't find those things anymore.
We'll get
$550 shipping.
Yeah.
We'll get
but
Wells
you know,
Fargo.
if the power goes down, you ain't sewing nothing. You ain't making mending no clothes, nothing.
Unless you're doing it by hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you sew by hand? Have you ever done that?
Well,
hey, this
Have
is.
you tried to make?
This
have
is
you tried to make a dress or something by hand? Talk about some shitty work.
Get your ass like 5,000 feet of Stitch Witch and a magnifying glass to heat it up with.
Damn, what? It's not doing what I want it to. The shit.
Nah, some of us actually know how all that stuff works. I am far from any kind of a professional with a sewing machine, but I can sew.
You used to be able to find those sewing machines like that, Tolly, in every junk store, Goodwill, whatnot, here in town.
Yep.
And the antique craze just like boomed in like the last 7 or 8 years here, bad. And you know, eBay's part of the problem, and Goodwill is a huge part of the problem. And you can't get a hold of that shit for nothing, man. I hate Goodwill, by the way.
American Pickers and Storage Wars ruined all that.
Yep, you're right, Jerry.
What the hell? Why?
Antiques Roadshow actually started all that stuff on PBS.
Yeah.
Well, and they ain't worth that much, really.
No, a lot of that stuff isn't worth that much. I mean, most of everything that people collect isn't worth that much.
Yeah.
The fact of it is, but everyone's going to clamp down on everything because they're thinking, well, eventually it will be.
Uh-huh.
But it ain't.
I think Peachy's actually the first one I seen on YouTube talking about SHTF type stuff and repairing and having fabric for clothes and sewing machines.
Yes. Jerry, I shared it to Facebook, but I can't for the life of me make it share over here. See if you can get that off my page.
And put it on YouTube or Google or something?
Put it on here. Just screen share it from here.
Oh, Peachy, you're asking an old fart to do something he don't know how to do.
Get Flint to do it. Flint will do
I
it.
was gonna say Flint can do it when he comes back.
But he don't have Facebook. I put it on Facebook.
Someone give Jerry like a garlic bread loaf with a bunch of rice and carbs on it, man. He can get that done. Just kidding, man. Just kidding, man.
No,
Hey,
that's cool. I do splurge every once in a while. That's why I ain't already at my goal.
Well,
yeah,
I think if you go whole hog, I think you have to splurge once in a while. I mean, I was down to $3.75 at one point.
yes, you have to have your treat days. I mean, hell, I'm type 1 and I have treat days. My blood sugar was at 88 tonight, and I'm like, John, bring a pizza in. Quick.
Peachy's actually worried me here lately with all the junk she's been eating.
Mm-hmm. And last night, Jerry, I paid for it 7 different ways. Oh, it was so bad.
I guarantee you drinking that stuff you're making really ain't helping.
I don't drink it. Look, the glass in the video that was on the counter.
Whoa, wait a minute, Peachy. Is it crossing your lips? I said, is it crossing your lips?
That's a blessed.
Considered drinking.
That's a blessed sacrament, man. That's not drinking.
It ain't nothing but alcohol sugars, man. Peachy's super diabetic. So are you, ain't you?
Me? Not yet.
Who
give me
was
time.
it that was so bad? Oh, Todd Mitch.
Yeah, it's Todd that's really bad, type 1. God, him shooting 60 units. I need to go spend a week with him and get him off that crap.
Yeah.
Well, he's had it a lot longer than you, Peachy. I think he said his was juvenile diabetes.
Yeah.
It can affect you a little different, I'm sure. I got a cousin that's had one of the insulin pumps since she was like 12.
Yeah. Type 1's harsh. It's a lot worse than 2.
I don't know that much about it other than I know you got to watch your diet and always be prepared for sudden changes, spikes and drops.
I was there last night.
I shot.
I have a friend of mine that's type 1, real bad like that. He always carries his kit. He just got a kit that he carries. That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and when I was at the restaurant and I shot a unit and a half that I shouldn't have touched, I know better. And then I got sick and couldn't eat supper to cover it, and I'm like, this ain't going to wind up pretty. Not in any shape, form, or fashion is it going to be good. So I'm eating glucose tablets, trying to keep my sugar out of the dead zone.
I'm thinking, Peachy, inform us a little bit about it. If it drops, you go into like a coma. If it spikes, it's more like a drunk or high person.
Yes, and if you go You can go into a coma if you go too, well, actually, you probably don't go into a coma if you go too low. If you go too low, my max is in the 60s. I mean, yeah, it's iffy, depends on how you handle it, how you feel. You go into the 50s and you're risking death. You've got a scale. You've got 0 equals dead. 600 or better equals coma. So you want to keep it about 83 is what Dr. Bernstein considers perfection. But like tonight, I got down at 88,
Is
and
that for anybody or just you? I mean, is everybody
that's
gonna be
everybody.
different?
That's every human.
Well, I know anytime I've ever been tested, they ask you if you've eaten within so long or whatever.
Yeah.
I know all that. I mean, there's so many different calculation type stuff to have to do to that.
Yeah. You can tweak it
See,
down
my
to.
doctors always worry about it, about me being type 2 or something, but, my blood sugar always comes in. Every time I go for a physical, it comes in just fine.
Yeah, mine has too, even back when I was on such a terrible diet.
And that's the sad part of it. There's the word again, Jerry. Sad.
Sad,
The
standard
heavier.
American diet.
Yeah. Normal Scott, you're probably a lot damn healthier, and your doctors will tell you, because the more.
Oh, no, they tell me I'm the healthiest fat guy they know.
Yeah. Yes. And it sucks. But yes.
I mean, aside from
The
my
health.
blood pressure,
Yeah.
I'm fine. My blood
The
pressure
only
is sky freaking high.
all that takes is garlic. That's an easy fix. That's what I do.
You
Because
know
they
what?
try.
Mine's higher than that. Garlic ain't gonna fix my blood pressure.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though,
I'm
Tolly.
on 3 different medications to control it.
Wow. Okay, that is high.
Weight loss would help a whole lot.
It will. That'll help. But I've been on medication for it since I was 23.
Well, and move out of your mom's basement too.
I never lived in my mom's basement.
I'm just kidding you,
What
man.
he's talking about now.
I swear to God, I'm just kidding you, man. You know what?
I'm in my own basement.
Here's the thing, Mr. Tolley, is that my wife, her mother, got diagnosed with high blood pressure when she was 18 years old and took medication until she died at 103.
Yeah.
So, blood pressure is not the end of it. I mean, I got high blood pressure, and I take Losartan or Benicar for it. I take it every day.
Oh.
And I will for the rest of my life.
I take lisinopril, but ever since I've lost my weight, I've been feeling all right. I ain't been taking it.
I take lisinopril, hydrochlorothiazide, and furosemide.
Good God. Do you have a problem with anal sweeping? No.
With what? What did you say?
Yes.
with anal what?
At least 2 of those are some type of water pill, the lisinopril and furosemide.
Yeah,
so they're talking about you can hold in a lot of water, huh?
Well, no. Well, they don't know. They haven't gotten that far. But one of them is for like there's the fluid sac around your heart.
Yeah.
And it keeps that down to where it's supposed to be. And
Yeah,
the other one is for your extremities, because that will affect your circulation too.
Okay, for your circulation, ALA, alpha lipoic acid, will fix everything
But it's not the circulation that's bad. The circulation itself is fine. It's the fluids and stuff that's around everything that is not fine.
Right. A lot of that's due from body size. I mean, I was having the same
Oh, I
problem.
know if I lose some weight, I can get off at least one medication for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's not fun.
Well, yeah, but I'm 450 pounds. I need to lose some weight anyway.
You don't.
Yeah, I was almost 300 when I started back in May.
I need to get down to 350 before they'll do knee surgery.
Fix it, my little student. Fix it.
Yep, I would really like
I've
to.
heard at least once or twice me say that still.
Can I go off topic and talk about something else instead of our ailments, man? Because we all getting fucking old, except for that guy in the hat. Except for the guy in the hat there, man, and Flint, man. Those young guys.
I'm gonna say them two young guys in the ball cap.
Yeah, those guys in the.
Hey, Scott, ain't you in Michigan?
No, Minnesota.
Minnesota A. Minnesota A. You gotta add the A.
Yeah, hey. Woofda.
Yes. Yeah, sure, you betcha.
You betcha.
Well, I seen somebody post that Michigan canceled their deer season this year because of blue tongue.
That's Wisconsin, I believe.
For the residents or the deer?
The deer.
But yeah, they canceled deer season this year. You're not allowed to hunt them.
It's the upper UP. Scott, it's the upper UP, Michigan.
Yeah, in Michigan.
That would piss some people off.
No shit, in the upper UP?
Hey, I hope they... I don't know if y'all know history on deer, but back in the 40s and 50s, y'all, there were several states that didn't have none because of this stinking disease. I hope they can contain it.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah, several states, if you check back in history, had to import deer to get their herds started again.
Damn.
Well, come on over to Cincinnati. Jesus Christ, we're hitting them by every day, man.
Yeah, a lot of people are, but that's what causes these diseases is overpopulation.
They're like squirrels there, man.
They're all, congregating in the little patches of woods because it's all residential anymore. And rich lady, snobby lady down the road's feeding them, and they're all eating out of the same little bitty spot, and it's transmitted by body fluids. So their saliva's getting on that feed, and the next one's eating it, and the next one's eating it.
So those deer,
it's a snowball effect.
Those deer are getting up in there and French kissing each other and sharing this disease, man. We got to stop that shit.
That's how they transmit all diseases, but this one's even worse.
That's
I read up on it. It's back in the early 50s down here in Arkansas and Oklahoma.
Fuck.
It was late 40s, early 50s. It went across the nation, wiped out the biggest part of the deer herd across the nation. I ain't talking about each state.
Well, I hope they stop it, man.
Something I was worried about that I'd seen. I was asking Scott. I thought he lived there.
Yeah, no, I'm in Minnesota.
There was a bad case of wasting disease when I was up there with the deer.
Yeah.
And they were like, you can have intensive harvest, but you got to let DNR check the deer.
That's what I was going to say. Jerry, when did you say this was last? I mean, was the DNR even around at that date?
It was just starting up. I can't remember when all the Fish and Game Commission started. I mean, they had hunting regulations before that because the market hunters was turn of the century about 1900 when they about wiped everything out. Yeah,
You guys
it's
don't have.
happened several times.
I don't know about where you guys live, but like here, our conservation clubs and stuff have their own deer, and they have them like in big fences and shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're preserving the breeding stock or just sharing nature with people. I don't know exactly their purposes of doing that, but I guess it's good to know that somebody is looking out for us. Thank you, big government. Yay!
I'm gonna have to take off, guys. I gotta work in the morning.
Wait, you can't take off. I got a question. You're one of the people who I wanted to ask.
Yeah, I changed my shift at work, so I gotta go work in the morning.
All right. Well, it's a quick question. All right, guys. I just want to
Okay.
ask. I want to ask what you guys would do, because seriously, I've been doing some gardening here in the fall, and my shovel, all of my shovels have broken. And so I went to get a new handle for my shovel, and the new handle for my shovel was like $13. And then I realized, okay, well, wait a minute. I could buy a brand new shovel for $19 with a lifetime warranty, but it's made in Mexico. So here's a shovel. This is Home Depot Cobalt Tools shovel, and I actually traded one in. It was a spade that was like older than shit. It was like 2 years old, but it's got a lifetime warranty. So I said, "Here's my broken shovel," and they gave me a new one. So I mean, what do you do, man? I mean, do you fix the thing, or I mean, I like tools when they get older, but if I'm going to trade it every year, I can't ever get to that state of really worn-in good tool. You know what I'm saying? What would you guys do?
Yeah.
Every one of my
rehandle.
tools have replaceable handles because
Yep.
I can make my own if I absolutely had to.
Have you
And
guys had?
Yeah.
that replacement handle for $13
Mhm.
is very well worth it because it'll be a whole lot better than what stock come in that tool.
Yep. Definitely will be.
That's what I
Aren't
was
they
thinking.
normally hickory? Jerry, aren't they
I don't.
normally hickory replacements?
Yeah.
There'll be
Hickory
2
or
or 3
ash usually.
different woods. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 different woods they use.
Mm.
Hickory's one of the better ones.
Yep.
That's what I was
If you-
thinking too, guys. I was thinking I made the wrong decision in going ahead and taking the replacement instead of just keeping the metal
Yeah.
part and replacing the handle. But
It can be a pain in the ass to replace handles and stuff, but you'll never have a better tool.
You'll feel a whole lot more pride about it after you have to work that handle into there.
Yep.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I know. I felt kind of cheap, kind of like disposable by doing what I did.
Yeah. I rehandle them.
All right.
And I
I-
take broken rake heads. You know, if you've got one of the old, like, metal rake heads,
Mm-hmm.
I take
Garden.
those and I hang all my utensils in the kitchen up. I've got another one by the back door. I put flashlights on and keys, and don't throw old rake
Yeah,
heads away.
they make a hell of a coat hook, don't they?
They do.
And they're great
Now
for
I
hanging garden tools on.
Yes.
Do you use the big Peachy? Do you use the big leaf rake for the G strings? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You guys all have a good night. We'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Night, night. Have a good night.
Yep, you guys too.
See you, Mr. Tully. I
No,
knew
if you
it.
watch my videos, I do hang, like, you know, all your forks and spoons and spaghetti things and all your tools. I spray painted it blue and I screwed it to the wall, and that's what I hang my gadgets on.
Hey, Flint, come back. What was it we was wanting to get off your channel?
What?
Oh, the Facebook thing? But he doesn't have a Facebook, remember?
Yeah, I
You
posted a
get off
picture,
YouTube
Flint.
too.
How can I
Video.
send you a picture, Flint, that you can share?
Email?
Through YouTube?
Or just an email. Here, I'll type it in the internal.
Ah.
Look at how well that works. Wow.
Well,
I
you
know,
don't
right?
get HE. You'll only be able to do a picture probably.
Yeah.
Because if you try doing video through email, it's too big of a package.
No, I don't. The sewing machine is just a picture.
Right. Scott left, so you can't really show him now.
Right.
Where the hell did Tommy go?
He hasn't been here the whole time. He's got children in his house.
Oh.
Oh, Lord. The 6 children?
And he just won't let them out of the basement to see their families. You know?
Quit lying, Tommy. Get off the shitter.
I kind of think it was funny yesterday or day before, and I ain't saying funny because somebody got hurt, but it's because these boys was wrestling. One of them did get hurt, and they was apologizing to each other on Facebook. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it.
Right? I'm like, oh my God, I am so glad
Hell,
my
it's brothers, you know. It's like two bulls out in the field. No matter how old they are, they're gonna fight each other.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother are the same way. We both have scars to prove it.
Yes.
I'm the only boy, but I got an older sister who's probably got more swinging than most guys I know.
Yeah. Yeah, they kick like a fucking mule too, don't they, Jerry?
Oh, dude, she'll stand up and fist fight you like any man I ever seen. She
Yep.
used to be some bad stuff when she was in school.
Mm-hmm. I got a good story about my cousin. Good northern Indiana Catholic girl. Grew up in the good schools, quiet, clean, all that. They took her to Chicago for a field trip. Some guy tried to take her in an alley and rape her. She fucking grabbed him by the hair and busted his head up against the wall a few times and broke his skull. No shit.
Freaking awesome.
She fucked that guy up in Chicago, man. That's my cousin, man. She's awesome. She's lesbian. She's a cool girl, man, but she's not like lesbian like heavy dykey. She's like lesbian like she's pretty. But she fucked him up, man.
I was gonna ask you if her fist let her be a lesbian.
What? Oh.
We didn't hear you, Clint. You broke up.
I said that I was gonna follow up that with a question of if they won't let her be a lesbian anymore because her fists are too dangerous.
Oh.
Looks like I just got
talking about girls packing a punch. I seen somebody post a Facebook thing today. Girl walks in the house. Dude dressed like Freddy Krueger comes out from behind the TV. I'm talking, this girl looked like a whirlwind. She knocked the fire out of that dude.
Isn't that great? I love that.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, she just, every inch of her body went in that punch. She knocked the fool out of that dude.
Bam!
Were they playing a joke on her or what?
Yeah, it was probably her boyfriend just trying to scare her or something, run up behind her with Freddy Krueger with the knife fingers and stuff, you know. When she turned around and seen him, and what was funny is like a whirlwind, because she, instead of hitting right-handed when she turned around, she spun all the way around and hit him left-handed. I mean, her whole body weight in a spin. She floored that dude.
Jason's playing coy right now, but he knows that was him that got hooked with that fist. You were Freddy Krueger, weren't you, Jason?
Oh my God. Somebody'd play hell if they tried that with me, because I'm not going to slug you. I'm going to shoot your ass.
Frank's
Why did-
gone.
That's the only girl I ever hit, man. I come home, we was living in like a boarding house, big 3-story thing. Each room was a different room for people. I was a young teenager and had a girlfriend, and we was staying there. She's gonna play smart and jumped out from behind one of them islands in the kitchen when I come in from work.
Oh shit.
Only girl I've ever hit. She slid down the wall before her feet hit the floor.
Damn.
I mean, she jumped up and I hit her like in midair. She just hit the wall and slid down, kind of giggling in a weird way.
Excuse
I felt terrible, but then again, it was all reflex. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Well,
I wish that worked in the court of law.
You're absolutely right.
I swear to God, officer, that
what's
guy.
weird, Flynn? I know this has been all your life, but some of us older ones, when we were younger, the world really wasn't as bad as it is now. People wasn't so damn so crazy.
Damn straight.
It was a different world 30, 40 years ago.
yeah. Hey, Flint, I sent you the picture, hon.
I know. I was just going to tell you I got it. I haven't opened it yet. I just see my phone
Oh.
blinking right now. I'm finishing up the top of my coffin.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man. My arms are sore. Moving boxes and stuff like that.
What'd you do? Who'd you beat up?
Go scrapping?
This box. It was all moving boxes and drawers and toolboxes and stuff like that.
Hey, Flint,
Oh,
can I?
Lord, bro. I'd rather take
sure,
a whooping
Kojo.
than move.
Flint, can I show these guys what you and I talked about?
Absolutely.
All right. This last Saturday, Flint and I talked about this wonderful pink Disney Princess pogo stick.
Yep.
Flint and I totally endorse it, except for the fact that it's very hard to find a place to use it. So,
especially when you're not getting laughed at.
I just want to. Oh, sorry, man.
It's distracting,
Sorry,
When
man.
people are laughing at you in public.
Oh, man.
Spray painted ammo.
You know what? I bet somebody with wear earrings wouldn't care about it.
That's right. Doesn't bother me. Kojo just gets better. Won't let me play with his pogo stick anymore.
Oh, man.
I'd break my damn neck.
Just don't jump onto a skateboard without one of those.
All right, guys. What do you think? I know it's backwards to you, I think.
No, it's right.
Okay, to me it's backwards when I see it. But it's my little coffin. I haven't painted the inside. Now I'm going to line it with red material. That little piece of duct tape, if I take that off, it'll start making like screams from the coffin every time you open it.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's ambitious, dude.
I don't know how the guy got it, but there's a guy up here on the mountain that sells firewood. I showed up there to buy a load for a friend a couple years ago. He's got a stinking coffin. I don't know how he got. I mean, it's a modern one too. It ain't, the old wooden pine box or nothing.
You can just go buy a coffin nowadays.
Yeah, if you got $9 grand.
Yeah, like they'll let you walk out of the store with it. Load it in the back of my truck. I want this coffin. Good centerpiece
I just
for my
don't
living.
know how this guy. I mean, he's poverty level poor. I just don't understand how he ended up with a coffin I'm talking several years ago.
My thought is maybe he got it in a trade for some wood or something. They're like, you want a coffin? He's like, hell yeah.
My dad made a plywood coffin for Halloween decoration, but we had to get rid of it because of space.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I thought Flint was doing, making some kind of Halloween decoration.
Nope.
What's
This
that little
is my
mark
new knife.
for?
When they burn you, when they incinerate you, when you die, don't they put you in actual like cardboard box before they
Yep.
do that?
Yep.
So I mean, it's anything is better than that, I guess.
I'm
Or
gonna
any-
be happy in
The
my
way I'm
cardboard
going,
box.
I wish they'd allow me to get a permit. I'd just tell them to get a rick of wood and a gallon of gas and bring the keg.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I agree, Jerry.
Yeah. Put you
I don't like it
But
that
I
they
don't
want.
I don't think they allow you to do that type of stuff. A lot of places ain't even allowing you to spread ashes from cremations no more.
You're right. You got to sneak that shit in. It's like Shawshank Redemption. You're like dumping it down the leg of your pants and shit.
Yeah.
All right, Peachy. Here's your sewing machine. I love how it's being used as a gun rest right now.
And my flip flops are on it.
Yep. Very nice.
You have to share it, Flynn. It ain't screen shared.
It should be.
No,
It
I ain't
ain't.
seen nothing yet.
All right, one sec. Let me try it
There's-
again.
There's something moving around on your bed, Peachy.
It says you're no longer presenting.
I know. I just had to try to redo it. Let's see. Present to everybody. See it?
There it is.
Okay.
Peachy does have the one that's all gold trimmed.
Nice.
And she's using it as a gun rest.
Right.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Works.
My mom and dad's got almost the same one, except it doesn't have the gold trim. It's just white lettering.
How does it work, Peachy? I mean, do you think it works as well as like a newer sewing machine? I mean, or is it slower?
Will it work like my brother over here? No. But it'll just do a straight stitch. I mean, you can,
Yeah.
repair jeans. You can make quilts on it. I mean,
Yeah.
and yeah, I know my dogs are back there on the bed.
It gets
No, but I love
It's very hard to do heavier stuff on that one.
yes.
Jojo, like denim or canvas or leather or anything like that. It's really hard because it's not motor assisted.
Yeah.
You know, it's that treadle,
Right.
the belt will slip.
Even on my wife's
Right.
machine with a heavy needle, it's hard to do anything heavy, like leather.
Yeah, I snap needles constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes certain types of machines to do that. I've worked on so many of them. They sent me to school to learn. Believe it or not, I got 14 years in industrial maintenance. I've worked on multi-million-dollar robotic presses and everything else. A stupid sewing machine is the hardest thing to work on.
That's amazing.
Well,
The timing on it has to be exactly right, or it don't sew like it's supposed to sew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. That's the thing. It does. It's all about timing on that sewing machine.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, they can't be no burrs on it because you'll cut your thread. You got to go through there and polish everything. If the bobbin doesn't come around in the middle of the loop when it starts the upstroke, it's going to miss. Or if it's too tight, it pulls. If it's too loose, it loops. I mean, Lord have mercy, it's crazy on one of them things.
Mm-hmm. Try this
And
new
now
one,
they're
Jerry.
throwing in computer programs and all that kind of stuff that you also got tons of electronics for, which I don't like those personally.
They're a bitch.
I bet.
So a sewing machine itself is just a bitch because it's a constant maintenance on it.
Yeah. I've got 2 dead ones that need your attention when you come hunting. No, actually 3.
I might actually do that before too long. Got a nephew buying some land up there just north of you, and I might go out there and go deer hunting here in a few weeks.
Sweet.
There's only 3 people watching.
Well, let's just go off there if that's all we got. Like I said, I ain't been watching the external, y'all. I ain't even have my camera running. I'm just sitting here
Yeah.
in the chair relaxing. Been a rough day. They screwed my schedule all up.
So did you actually try to jump on a skateboard with a pogo stick, dude?
Right?
Oh, there it is, the funniest thing.
So-
I can just see him just do like that, and they just flip off. But I did try still with a skateboard before. That didn't work out. Just slip.
Oh my god.
I walk with a
Yeah,
slight.
luckily-
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jason.
Luckily, I caught myself.
Dude, I walk with a slight limp to this day because of a skateboard, man. Hurt myself on a half pipe. And then I went and dropped it like a 4-way of acid. Went out skating again. Yeah, bad move.
Yeah, I have like this one video. It was recording while you know those ripsticks. It's like those boards just like that, and it has the one wheel in the middle, one wheel on the back.
Yeah.
I went down the little the curb thing that separates the grass and the rock on this hill, and I found out that it doesn't like to go through dirt patches near the end. I just went right there. It just caught right there. The board stopped. I didn't.
Great. Bail.
Right onto the dirt.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man, I used to wear roller skates all the time. Lord have mercy.
Did you guys ever think about like how scary it would be to like roller skate or skateboard or ripstick or do the BMX thing on top of a water tower?
No.
I mean, for some reason, it's just always struck me as like the most extreme thing is like go skateboarding or roller skating on top of a water tower, the round kind, like that.
You remember the old show like Petticoat Junction?
I
Where all
remember
the girls was in the water tank by the train track.
That was like one of those old wooden ones, wasn't it?
Right, but it's still water tank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Elevated water tank.
Yeah.
My dad used to talk about riding a bicycle down like a 2x6 off of one of those.
Damn. That's pretty hardcore. That's Jackass before Jackass was Jackass.
Oh, you wouldn't believe some of the stories my dad talked about, but I guess, they didn't have TV and crap back then. Flipping out houses. You know what that is?
Yeah.
That's what happened when I hit the patch of dirt.
Oh, yeah, I was slalom skiing on roller skates down a pretty steep hill, and a car come out of the corner down at the bottom, so I took the little side road real fast. I slid on my knees. I pulled gravel out for about a week.
A little bit of road rash there, huh, Jerry?
Oh, it was crazy all the way down my right leg from about top of my ankle all the way to my hip.
My brother's got a good story like that too, man. My brother, he dropped acid one night and he got in the back of a Chevelle, and was it a Chevelle? I think it was a Chevelle. Anyway, he got in the back of a fucking car, man. They're flying down the road, man, and he's like, all of a sudden he starts freaking out. He's something's evil in this car, so he's like, I gotta get out. And this is a bad trip, man, which I never had, but he jumped out of this fucking car, man, speeding down the road, and it was on. Do you guys know what I'm talking about if I say a chip and seal road?
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry, you know what it is. Okay, it's kind of like concrete mixed with limestone, or something like that, and it's rough as hell. But I guess he hit this road, and like you, Jerry, he was saying that when they finally took him to the ER, they basically using a scrub brush to get the gravel out of his face and his arms and his legs. He said that was the best feeling that he ever felt in his life because he knew he was alive. But
well, I had a little cousin who went face first down the hill on the handlebars of a bicycle. Screwed that boy up for a while.
Oh yeah, fucking all bad kind of things come out of a handlebars of a bicycle.
Luckily, I decided to protect my face like that. It's like just put my arms out and then slide.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like that. It was like, ooh. Just straight on the ground, and that's the patch of dirt that made that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Flynn, I thought we was going off air, buddy.
Oh, Tommy still has that
Oh, does he?
Control.
Okay. I got to stay live till he comes back.
I got a joke. It's stupid.
Well, I was fixing to ask how bad is it, because like I said, we're still alive.
All right, it's pretty stupid. I'll wait.
Why'd the chicken cross the road?
Now, the question is, why did the pervert cross the road? To get his dick out of the chicken.
There you go.
Am I allowed to say that on this chat?
I don't know.
We'll see.
That's why I was asking how bad it is. I don't know what Tommy said it at.
I'm already.
Guys, it's just us and one or two people watching, I think. Hopefully they don't get too upset.
Fuck that.
They've
excuse him.
He ain't right.
And that says we're alive.
We're rednecks. Ain't none of us right.
Yeah. Let's all give one of these to all those motherfuckers who don't think it's right. Oh well.
Dude.
It was a show.
So it's gonna be on until Tommy gets back, or what? Or is it still live?
No, we just chant Tommy.
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 No, we're gonna do like everybody else and get tired, just get off and go to bed.
Everybody just turn off.
I had this wonderful idea to line my little coffin with my staple gun, but it's so big it went right through the side. And I can't think of anything else to use.
No, the top staple is too wide, so you don't have any.
It was too long. It popped right through the side. So I don't know if you can see that. It busted right through.
Flynn, I was actually thinking you was going to do something like glue it in there.
I was thinking that, but then I'm like, you know what? I want to pat it in there and actually make it look like a real coffin.
Well, you can still do that. You could glue the padding in and then glue that down on top of it. You could actually tuck it in and stuff, if you put padding in there.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Now let's hope I can pull this staple without screwing everything up.
I've been thinking about writing a country song, you guys.
Now there's only going to be just 2 small holes.
You writing a country song, I'd put you at more rock, some kind of rock.
I'll cut you, Jerry. Don't say that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Jerry.
I watched both. I just figured you did a little bit.
I know. I'm totally city, but I'm kind of rube. I'm kind of more rube, man. You guys are rednecks. I'm more of a rube, city rube. I hope you guys don't kick me out.
No, but I mean that's kind of why I was saying you're more rock, because I know you're a lot more city than most of us that I know of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard Flint sitting there rapping and stuff, so.
Well, Flint can rap. I can fucking sing country, dude.
Can you?
I think. But I got this concept for a song. And that's where it all centers around. Because, see, you don't have to make a whole album anymore. You can make one song and make a lot of money. And I'm just interested in a lot of money. And the chicks. Is that fair?
Of course it is. Everybody's looking for, I'm going to call it a pipe dream. I think about them all the time. What if I could do this?
So I was thinking about this song, right, where I would like to describe that, I'm like a rube from the city, and yet I kind of like hanging out in the country, and I was from the country, but all these guys with the big trucks, kind of like,
The big four-wheel drive motors type things.
Yeah, they're kind of denying themselves of like the good life, and then kind of going the route of I'm a small truck guy. There's no penal thing, there's no penis thing in the small trucks. Like give me that Mazda B2000, right, baby? Not that Ford F450 bighorn motherfucker, right? Give me that small truck, so that subtle rube guy can like hit that shit, right? But
Well, yeah, I kind of agree. I wouldn't go as small as a Mazda B2000.
How about a Ford Ranger or
you go.
A small Toyota? I mean,
let's keep it American.
Subaru Brat.
Ford, maybe Dodge.
Okay. Dodge Dakota. How about that?
My mom's got a Chevy Colorado extended cab. Pretty nice.
Those Colorados are nice.
I'm more of a full-size truck guy. I mean, it don't have to be extended cab. Ford half-ton, Chevy Silverado.
But in that small truck, here's the thing. This is part of the song. In the small truck, man, a woman's kind of closer to you. And if you've got that bench seat because you didn't pay for the extra for the bucket seats, which you don't because you're a redneck kind of inner. Or you're already close. It's easier to get to her over there, right? So you can get to the women.
Yeah.
Following the logic between like getting to the women and the small truck as opposed to the big truck and trying to impress the women with the big thing.
I agree with you, but I'm in the South. You show up in a little truck and everybody else got full size, you ain't gonna have no women in your truck. You're gonna have them guys that don't have no women with you.
I'll just take all. I'm cool with all the women they already did. I'll just take those. Is that okay?
Yeah, but the girls around here want somebody's. I mean, they just prestige, man. Everybody's that way anymore.
Oh, so it's a prestige thing. It's affectation. It proves that it's an affectation. It's not about utility. It's an affectation. I'm just saying.
Well, I look at it like even the good girls want somebody that they can think's gonna help them, support them financially, whatever.
But there's always that girl out there who says, is he going to spend that money on me or on fuel?
Not down here, man.
No?
No, they're gonna think he can afford that truck, he can afford me.
Damn, you got to come up north, man. Bitches up here, man, they're like, fucking bird seed? You spending money on bird seed? Squirrel corn? Motherfucker. How about taking me out to dinner?
Yeah.
Boy, the north and south are different.
In a lot of ways they are, in a lot of ways we're the same too. We're all complaining about that shooting in Oregon just a little bit ago. So.
That's a good thing about the north. That's a good thing about it, Jerry. You're right, man. Is that we all come together on that kind of shit, man. I wonder when I drive down the street and see like towel heads and shit like that, if they give a fuck about how we feel about that. What it meant that our uncles and our grandfathers died for this fucking country. It makes me mad when I see them walking down the street like, like they got some fucking ownership on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I seen a posting the other day that I reshared that I really liked. It said something to the effect is I want to say foreigners, but people. I think it said illegal immigrants or something. But yeah, they liked our benefits, just not our way of life.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at these Syrians, man. Look where they're going. Take a look at the map. Just look up Syria on Google Maps for a second and take a look at where they're going. Where are they going, guys? Come on, let's face it. They're going where shit is good. They're going where shit has benefits. They're going where people have money. They're going where there's less fucking sand. It's incredible, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm out.
I'm surprised Flint hasn't kicked me yet.
Jason,
Why?
you getting anywhere on getting an Ember built up yet?
Not yet. Well, has been. We've been packing up and moving, so I didn't have time to do more of that. So maybe next week I might be able to start back up and practicing.
You are using a bow, right? Spin
Yeah.
your rod. Right.
I gotta remember where I put it. Oh, yeah. I did put it in this little box that I have. Now where did I put it? Yeah, I do use the bow. Still got get a bit tight. It is. It's like you
How
still have
long is that bow?
to, maybe 2 feet, 2.5 feet.
Are you doing a whole stroke or?
I think I am doing the whole stroke.
When I stroke it, I like to do kind of a one full and then a half and then a full. Change up the rhythm a little bit.
Man, when I stroke it. Keep talking. Keep talking, guys.
Jason, you might want to make one half that size and see how well it works.
See if I can find a good enough stick for that.
Again.
Yeah. Go small truck with that bow,
Right.
Jason.
The what?
I was saying,
I'm just thinking changing directions
What was that?
more frequently
Oh.
will help build up heat in the friction.
in the round part, point that at what you're shooting at.
We're making fire, guys.
Sweet Jesus.
I guess that's one way of making fire.
Let's try that.
Well, we're actually doing it even with an Indian artifact bearing block.
There you go.
I'd be curious to know how many people commit suicide each year with a bow.
How? Let's see if
Let me
it's long. I
let
don't
me-
think that's long enough. You have to have like to do it with your toes, or pull it with your toe.
I'm gonna look this up on
Hold
Google.
Well, I'm actually thinking falling out of a tree stand while you're bow hunting, but they wouldn't really consider that suicide. That'd just be accidental death. It happens every year in every one of our states. Stupid people falling asleep, not wearing a harness. I actually
Whoa.
did fall out of the tree stand back when I was about 22, 23. Thought I broke my stinking leg. But I had a bowstring break on me when I was at full draw.
Kicked right back over.
I think
Well,
if you guys
you're
want to
wearing a grist strap, and I tried to throw it, and I took a step back, and you're on a little bitty platform in most of these cheap tree stands.
Yeah.
Out backwards I went, about 16, 18 feet off the ground. It can happen that fast. I mean, just blink of an eye, you're already on your way down.
And you hope that you don't have like the arrow quiver, and then the arrows come out and stick it right in the belly or something.
I don't know. I got a friend, he's passed away now, but he dropped an arrow, and when he was done hunting for the day, he was getting down and slipped on the ladder and fell on it. It went about 4 inches in his belly.
Fuck.
That's a good day hunting.
Yeah.
What'd you get, myself?
Fuck.
There's all kinds of stupid, weird accidents out there, man. Like I said, he didn't fall in nothing as far as like Albie's tree stand. He slipped on the ladder right there at the end of it. Fell on it.
Yeah, that's a huge bummer.
That sucks.
In mine, I was fully alert. Ain't like I fell asleep and done nothing.
Was it a broad end tip, or was it just shoot out at the end? The ones that you can't exactly just pull out.
Do what? Oh, the one that stuck in him? Yeah, it was a broadhead, man.
Yeah, broad.
A four-bladed broadhead. I seen the X on his belly where he put it in.
That's bad fucking luck, man.
You know what, though? That day of hunting still probably beats a good day at work.
I don't know about that one.
Where do you work? The shithole plant?
Yep.
Jesus Christ, man.
Clint, I have thought of you every time I've had the trees of bearing or put one on since I found out.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, at least I'm fortunate enough to be in the seals, not the bearings. But same company.
Yeah.
Same difference.
It's part of the same deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
They make yes good.
I know our rebuild kit for our gearboxes on our spine fin. Man, they just the rebuild kit, which is the bearings and a couple of gears.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow! The price they get bent over the barrel on.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God, Flint, you're an overachiever, dude, man. I mean, you're like going at it back there. I mean, it's like you're really working.
You want to see it? It's done. So here's my coffin. Right. Here's my knife. My little skull bead.
Nice.
Oh, that's sweet.
This is a Nut and Fancy custom tenacious. The number 1.
Cool,
So
man.
the
Nice.
production run, this is production number 1. Like this is the first one he ever made.
Huh. Dang.
To pop that guy out, it's actually like a lined thing with padding and everything.
I thought you were gonna do
So,
red.
You gonna do what?
I thought you were doing red.
I was, but all I had was black. I went and looked through my wife's fabric. All she had was black.
It's pretty
But
cool.
it's a black and white knife, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's cool, man.
I had never seen a tenacious that wasn't nothing but solid black.
Right. Yeah, this is they call it tuxedo. He's got a bunch of different spider codes that are these color combos. So first thing I did is I made this lanyard for it, white and black with the little skull bead. Then I'm like, you know what? I want a little display box because this isn't really a carry knife. It's a first run, first production, number 1. You know, that's obviously worth something. Plus, how do you clean? So I'm gonna put this guy on a shelf, and I wanted a cool box to keep it in.
Absolutely, if you're gonna collect them. I don't do the knife thing really. I mean, I've got a bunch, and I've put deer horns on knives and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
I ain't into the knives like everybody else is. I'll
they've
do
been
the gold, silver, and guns.
Knives have been my thing.
Yeah, I think Flint froze up on us.
I'm still here. I just wasn't talking anymore.
Oh.
I
How
still
do we
could have
get
frozen
off?
up, but I wasn't really saying anything.
We can't until Tommy comes back, Justin.
How do you know how long until you come?
No clue.
No, we ain't got no idea. It may be on till in the morning when he wakes up.
He probably dipped his willy and now he fell asleep.
Yeah. I thought he was with family or something like that.
6 children and a girl that he's been really good friends with for a long time. I don't know where they'd sneak away to in that tiny house, but you know, Tommy's a pretty inventive guy.
Hey, he's got a new vehicle, boys. He can take her home and be in the house. Fire, fire, fire.
Hey, Todd's back. In the external, at least that's the last comment I see. I have no idea how long ago that was.
It's like 35 minutes ago, dude.
Yeah.
It should say spell over top of it.
You gotta remember, dude, I'm paying attention.
I know. You've been working, dude. Man, don't
We
get mad
ain't
at me.
used to you being like that. You always paying attention.
Yeah, that's true. Normally I do my crafts and stuff throughout my Saturday mornings, but I was busy all day today. So I didn't
Yeah, I
get to play
didn't want
or
to try to do that screen sharing earlier, or not screen sharing, that split screen like you was showing. I can do that when I got like two tabs open like Facebook and
Yeah.
Google or YouTube or something. Right?
Oh yeah. The stitching on there is starting to fray on the sheet that you made for me.
Darn it.
Yeah. I don't know if this one is attached as well, or if this was tied together or something.
Hey, Tommy's back.
No, I'm not.
Burn that shit. Burn that shit, Jason.
We wanted to go off air quite a while ago, but you've been busy.
Sorry.
That doesn't have a knot right there.
Okay, I'll take it off air right now for you.